basketball, you're listening to 100.5 ESPN WTLX Monona, Madison, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Good afternoon, Madison. I'm Ryan Wollersheim, and this year's Sports Center Update brought to you by Ridgetop Exteriors, Wisconsin's premier roofing, siding, and window contractor since 2002. Visit them at ridgetopexteriors.com. The Brewers' search for franchise record win number 97 resumes today. Brewers also currently in the driver's seat for the number one seed in the NL playoff field. All they got to do today is get a win against the division rival Cincinnati Reds or hope for a Phillies loss to the Marlins. Phillies taking them on at 5:05 p.m. Central Time tonight. Brewers hosting the Reds at AmFam Field for their final regular season series of the year, coming up at 7:10, so pregame starts just after 6:30. Meanwhile, you can hear your 7th-ranked Wisconsin Badgers volleyball team tonight exclusively streaming on the ESPN Wisconsin app. They'll be hosting 9-3 Rutgers Scarlet Knights at the UW Fieldhouse. First service at 7 p.m., so pregame coverage on the ESPN Wisconsin app starts streaming at 6:30 p.m. Then the Green Bay Packers preparing for the Dallas Cowboys on Sunday Night Football, but they'll be shorthanded on the offensive line. Starting right tackle Zach Tom and his backup, rookie Anthony Belton, have both officially been ruled out for the contest. Starting guard Aaron Banks, also doubtful to play. Head over to ESPN.com to read more for Packers Cowboys Sunday Night Football.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com.
Everybody's ego takes a shot on this show.
You gotta keep your chill with Jim, Matt, and Molly.
I am savage.
So you're not special.
Jim, if we want to play this game, we can play this game.
And I'm just like, oh my God, this guy's going to swing on Jim.
He's a complicated fellow.
People like me.
I don't think so.
This is Jim, Matt, and Molly on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
Jerry, do you feel any extra competitive drive to win this week with Micah Parsons coming back?
Yes, I do.
You know, there's hard feelings maybe there for them, but, you know, for me, I'm happy where I'm at.
And while he does make great plays, there is also a way to approach playing against Micah, as we know, because we didn't exactly win the Super Bowl during those years.
If the Packers lose to Dallas, it's worse than losing to Cleveland by a lot.
Yes.
And the Packers aren't going to lose to Dallas.
The Packers are 6.5-point favorites in Dallas. Like, that stadium is going to be over 50% Packers fans. Or a lot of Cowboys fans that are wearing Cowboys jerseys, but they're Micah jerseys.
You know, I think Dallas loves me. You know, I think they're going to give me a good round of applause.
Thank you, Jerry! Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio in downtown Madison, alongside Molly Brown, here's Jim Rutledge.
It is Jim, Matt, and Molly. We are presented by Coors Light. If the mountains are blue, you know what to do.
And that's crush a Coors Light.
I'm Jim Rutledge. I have the power in the Everlight Solar Studio alongside Molly Brown and Primetime Lorish. I'm getting to the show, 844-770-3776. That's the Crawford Talking text line. This is more. You can see us in the ESPN Madison YouTube stream and stream us with the ESPN Wisconsin app. I'm currently in line, in queue. I have 65 minutes left to purchase The Life of a Showgirl CD, which I don't own a CD player. That's a new Taylor Swift album, but it comes with a hand-signed photo. So I'm ordering 2 of those. And then I'm also, since I'm there for good measure, I was going to get the vinyl anyways for my oldest daughter, and I'm going to go ahead and that's in the cart as well. Might as well just knock that all out in one purchase. 844-770-3776, Crawford Talk text line. This is more. It's the longest you've waited in a virtual line to get something.
I don't think I have.
This would be it for me, and I don't think I would do it for me, but I would do it for my kids.
I remember when the Taylor Swift Eras Tour tickets were being launched, or whatever you want to say, released, but you had to be in a queue in order to get chosen to eventually be able to buy tickets first, because I think that was their way of combating like robots coming in. And I remember watching people be in the queue for like hours for that, but I've never done it myself. Ryan, have you?
The only thing I can think of is that when I was a student at UW, to get football season tickets, you had to wait in the same thing, a queue to get in the queue, essentially, to buy the tickets. And I think it was 3 weeks before the first football game. you had to like join this waiting room, get in there as early as possible, and then everyone would essentially be dumped into the line at the same time, and then it was whoever could click through the fastest would get their season tickets. Otherwise, you were left out for the year. The process, when it comes to buying season tickets or waiting in line as a season ticket holder at games for students, very, very elementary, very archaic, one might say.
Almost similar to how like you actually get into the stadium as a fan in the student section.
Yes, it's just a mass of people all trying to rush for the same thing at once.
I think just any line, count me out. Whether it's virtual or in person.
See, virtual, I'm doing the show. It's down to 63 minutes. Also, a little.
See, that's not bad. Like,
friend of the show, John Adias, messaged in. He's got, is this a real signature? Do we think it's real? It says hand-signed photo. That, to me, implies that she signed it.
I mean, you would think you would hope it would be, but you got to think how many she's releasing. Is she actually going to release?
It's a limited amount. Like, this is only like a 24-hour sale, and it says while supplies last, which I would imagine why the line is so long.
Did it say exactly how many supplies there are? Like how many copies there are?
No.
Okay. Because if it's like 500, then I could believe that she signed them all.
You know who's a good resource for this? Like, I'm not kidding. Matt Hamilton. Because he's done this before.
Nobody's asked Matt Hamilton to sign anywhere close in his lifetime. But
I'm just wondering. No, I'm saying as a benchmark to see how many that he has signed for being an Olympic curler.
Oh.
Like, did he sign 500? Because if he signed 500, that means Taylor Swift signed like 2,000.
Honestly, when you said that, I thought you meant waiting in virtual lines because Matt does a lot for sneakers.
No, that too. But no, I actually meant just like signing, because if we compare what he has signed, the number, the quantity, versus like. I mean, I think we could imagine what Taylor Swift then would sign from there.
Yeah, I can imagine.
There we go.
That'd be crazy.
Right now, yes. According to ChatGPT, yes, the hand-signed photos included in the special edition CDs of Taylor Swift's upcoming album, The Life of a Showgirl, are authentic signatures. They're priced at $19.89.
Huh. Do you know why it's priced at $19.89?
That's the year she was born.
There you go.
So,
did you really think you were going to get him with that one? A little bit of trivia there?
I didn't know if he was a real or a fake fan.
Oh, Jim's a diehard. Come on.
my daughters are diehards. They know every
Therefore,
song.
you are.
Yeah, I do. I hear a lot of her songs. I would say that I know probably more than most of her catalog.
Discography?
Yeah, but I
Do you listen back to like her like country albums?
I'm not a big country fan to begin with, so those are the ones though. So it is funny. The girls were kind of surprised. My wife was more into Taylor Swift when she was more country than she is now,
right?
Which is funny because it's like, isn't country pop already? So it's like, why are we not fans of Taylor Swift now? Because she's pop. Because country's pop. It's not a real genre of music anymore. That's a whole other conversation. But like, anyways, I bought her. I think at one point when we were dating, like a CD. Or not, it was a CD and a DVD of like the Taylor Swift performing back in the day, and the CD in it, like, because I knew she was a Taylor Swift fan and bought that.
Do your girls watch the Hannah Montana movie?
They have not seen that yet. No.
Okay, Taylor Swift's in there.
Didn't know that. They do like Miley Cyrus.
Well, then they would love the Hannah Montana movie.
They probably would. 844-770-3776. John chimed in. 106 minutes for him. Well worth the virtual wait.
Why is he behind you?
John Audius is also
because yes.
No, but wait. So, I'm just wondering, why wouldn't
I'm at 60 minutes now.
I know, but if somebody joined right now, why wouldn't it? Like, doesn't it all get released at the exact same time?
No, this is.
I guess I don't know how queues work.
Well, because that's what makes it a line is that when you get in, that's how long.
So
the wait
Jim is 65 minutes away from the front of the line.
Yes, and John would be
I see.
106.
I was thinking it was 65 minutes until this gets released.
No.
Bam!
No,
you better click it right away.
Why is there a line virtually? It's beyond me.
I think it's because I don't know.
To make it more fair?
I have no idea.
Well, no, because like for shoes, like when I do Matt does the shoes too, but when I do like the sneaker app for shoes, you literally just put it in and it just basically waits 10 minutes. It's just a lottery. It doesn't matter when you enter or whatever. It just pulls the lottery. So it's one of those things where.
How much could that be bots?
There are ways for the sneakers app at least, and this is trying to weed out bots. But for the sneakers app, there's a way that they weed out bots. I don't know how, but part of when you're waiting in line, part of it is you have to kind of wait to be authenticated. Now, part of it is you have to be signed in and have like a whole automated pay system and everything. Because if you get the shoes, it's automatically going to charge you. So you have to have some sort of account that would have the information on there.
So for just lines in general,
yeah.
Like, I think we all saw the Wiener Circle line the other day from when Chicago won free wieners because of Caleb Williams and his 4 touchdowns.
If you were taking the under on time that it would take Molly to say the word wiener, Is that over? What did we set the over/under on there, Ryan?
Well, she said it around the 8-minute and 15-second mark. Now that's including the open, which was also like 2.5 minutes.
But I'm not just talking about wieners just to talk about wieners. I'm talking about hot dogs that people won and about the line that was at Wiener Circle.
Those are wieners nonetheless, though, right?
Yes, I'm still talking about them, but it's not like an unprecedented wiener talk. No,
she didn't shoehorn it in, Jim. Not at all.
The line for the hot dogs, though, the other day, like you had to be waiting in line for easily 2 hours to get a hot dog. And
again, it'd be similar to the George Webb thing, and I do think a Chicago-style dog is better than a burger.
Burgers.
But it would be, and again, I would say that it's better than a George Webb thing because at least with Wiener Circle, it's one location.
Yeah.
And you're all waiting together at one location. Like the George Webbs, you're just kind of popping in. And I know there was a bunch of them, but and George Webb's is not a tourist trap or a tourist location. The Wiener Circle is something that when you do go to Chicago, people will go to the Wiener Circle to get a specific hot dog and to get the Wiener Circle experience. The Wiener experience is they will talk some trash and they'll have a little fun with you, and so that's part of it. So I would say I'd be more inclined to wait longer for a hot dog from the Wiener Circle than I would for a burger. And then for virtual online, it would very much depend on what I'm up to. But right now, I have time. It's 58 minutes. The show goes 4 to 6. So I will then just...
Which is why I was very curious to ask when you said John is also in line. John is calling a Badgers volleyball broadcast tonight at 7. It's at 7 p.m.
Yeah, so he's fine. Yeah.
Pre-game starts at 6:30.
Yeah, but he's in line for, what do you say, 100 minutes?
Yeah. 106 minutes, which is just over an hour and a half.
That's only... 5:45.
Okay. Okay.
He's a professional.
You don't have to do anything active to be in line.
But is he waiting like at the field house right now, or is he at home and then he has to drive to like?
Well, I hope for his sake that he can stay connected to some sort of Wi-Fi or data to be able to continuously be in line.
I'm saying, how close is he going to be cutting it to make sure he gets to the field house on time? John, what are you doing?
I don't think we need to worry.
I don't know.
I think he's a professional.
Okay.
844-770-3776. The Adam Madison chimes in. Beaver Creamer always has a long wiener line.
Beaver Creamer and Cleaners.
Because yesterday we did talk about how we would open up a business with the Beaver Dam pun with Beaver Creamers and Wieners next to Beaver Cleaners. So that way you could get some ice cream or a wiener while you were cleaning at the dry cleaner. Or if it's, I don't know if it's a laundromat or dry cleaner. It really works if it's a laundromat. I mean, it really works if it's a laundromat because then you can just kind of wash your clothes at the Beaver Cleaner and get some ice cream at the...
Why can't it be a dry cleaner? Why has it got to be a laundromat?
Doesn't have to be, but you got to kill time, I would imagine, when you're at the laundromat.
Don't you? Well, I guess you don't have to kill time at a dry cleaner. You kind of drop yourself off and
you
go.
drop it off and come back, yeah.
I've never been to a dry cleaner in my life, so...
Really?
Yep.
I used to, like, when I was a kid with my parents, but, like, as an adult, I've never
we don't really have the need to dry clean anything.
How do they stay open, actually? How do any dry cleaners have business?
People still
What
do
is dry cleaning?
That's a whole Seinfeld skit, but
is it? Like, I actually
really
have no
is.
idea.
I don't know exactly what dry cleaning is. I just know your clothes come out if you do like heavy starch, they can come out kind of stiff, but then wrinkle free. It's to get the wrinkle free side of things here, but for me, I can iron and get it wrinkle free enough.
Right.
If I need to wear something nice, but otherwise, yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, I was going to say, doesn't just like an iron like at home do that for you?
Yeah, I mean, but do you want to put the time into it? And clothing will say dry clean only.
It's got to be pretty specific material and clothing.
Yes, because most clothing can handle the wash. And then it's really just dealing with the pain in the butt of having to iron something.
Yeah, I feel like there's only...
Couldn't tell you last time that I ironed something.
I was going to say, the only reason I feel like you should be dry cleaning your own clothes is if you work in a very specific business where you need very specific attire.
You know, the last time... So I will iron some shirts once in a while here, like my dress shirts, because otherwise they're wrinkly otherwise. You wash them, they come out, they're going to be wrinkly. It looks terrible. Like a polo you can wash and it won't come out all wrinkled.
You can throw it into a dryer with like a wet washcloth.
It helps, but it's not all the way there.
Yeah. Molly's like, hey, come on. She's cracked the code.
Depends on the shirt. Like there are some shirts where it'd be unwrinkled enough, but like for a non-designed shirt, so if it's like a plain blue, which is probably my favorite, like a plain blue, baby blue, like button up, you can't. It's harder to hide the wrinkles when there's no design on it.
Yeah,
if there's design on it, then you could do your little trick there, and it works because you're not really locked in. You're distracted by the patterns.
Yep.
But anyways, dry cleaning. I worked at a restaurant in South Florida, and I had to have dry cleaned, heavy starch shirts every day to work there.
That sounds like the wrong attire in South Florida.
Yeah, it was not great. They would make you couldn't they honestly, you had to be perfect. So like it was just a cost because you sometimes would try to be like, okay, I will iron the shirt and starch it because I want to save a couple bucks. Never worked. They would check your shirt every day, and if you didn't have a freshly dry cleaned shirt,
no thanks.
Yeah,
I don't want to work there.
well, I don't know if you would be able to. You know, it was a fancy restaurant.
Gotcha.
I'm just kidding.
Gotcha.
Jim from Madison chimes in. If I'm waiting in line 2 hours for a hot dog, they better have ketchup available. Why are you waiting for the hot dog if you want to put ketchup on it? You can make that hot dog at home. Like, that's the whole ketchup thing. Just everyone gets it. Like, if you're going to put ketchup on it for a Chicago-style dog, if you just get a regular hot dog, get a regular hot dog. I wouldn't wait in line for 2 hours for a regular hot dog. But the whole point of Chicago-style dog is that it's flavorful, right?
Yeah, but like I could totally put ketchup on it and it would taste good.
But then it mutes the flavors.
Not to me.
But ketchup.
It makes it sweet. It gives it a sweet flavor.
But ketchup is by design.
Yeah, we know your whole theory of your whole thing with kids and like it cleanses the palate, whatever it is.
Well, no, it's not
makes
theory,
it
but like
it's not a theory, it's a fact.
I know,
Molly.
but we go into this every time that we talk about ketchup. If I like ketchup, I like ketchup.
And that's fine, but ketchup is going to be the most overwhelming flavor there. So you're going to miss the other flavors because at the bare minimum, it would overwhelm the other flavors. That's why it's don't put ketchup on it. It's not a snooty thing. It's more of if you have all these things on a hot dog, you put ketchup on it, it's going to overwhelm all the other flavors, which ketchup by design is a overwhelming flavor. It's like bacon. There's a few things that will, on your tongue, you have what? It's sweet, savory. What are the other things that are on your tongue? Like
what currently or just ever?
No, like
your taste buds.
Your taste buds. Like there's sections in your mouth.
Was that you were asking what are taste buds called?
No, there's sections in your mouth that will have like different areas that will react to certain things. Sweet, savory. I forget what the other ones are. Anyways, ketchup.
Sour, probably.
Bacon is one of them. But like ketchup and bacon are two products that will basically touch every part of your tongue and be enjoyable.
Good to know.
So like that's why ketchup can be overwhelming, though.
I can
It doesn't
understand.
mean it's bad. It just means that like if you put ketchup on it, then that's what you're going to taste the most. And so if you're getting a Chicago dog, why would you put ketchup on that? Because that's not what you want to taste the most. You want to taste everything else.
Yep.
Just get a regular hot dog if you're going to do that. That's the secret to the ketchup sauce on the don't put ketchup on a Chicago style hot dog.
I think the next time that I get a Chicago dog, I will put ketchup on it just to see what it tastes like.
So it tastes like ketchup, which is fine.
I think I'll still be able to taste
good.
the onions and the poppy seeds and whatever other things are on there. I think I could do it.
Yeah.
Probably, but less.
I think Molly will still enjoy her hot dog as much
I'm not
as she
saying
wants
that's
to.
a different story. That's a different story.
I can't.
That's
I
a
can't
different.
enjoy it.
No, your hot dog is inferior, Molly.
No,
exactly.
No, that is a
exactly.
totally different story. Molly if Molly likes ketchup, you want to put ketchup on it. That's fine. Like that's not that's not a judgment
It's just
call
not
on your
what
flavor.
Jim would want.
No, exactly. So therefore, it's wrong.
Judgmental Jim.
Yes. No.
God, thank God Matt's not here because it would be 2v1 right now. Oh my God.
But I'm not judging you for putting ketchup on it. I'm saying
No, you
that
are.
I'm not.
Yeah,
You are.
Yeah, you are.
Judgmental Jim.
Your taste buds are less than, and that's not your fault.
Exactly. I am inferior to Jim Rutledge because I like the taste of ketchup.
Now we're full circle on that one. All right.
Your
At
point
Canopy
is a
Wealth
valid
Management,
one,
they are
Jim.
fiduciary in the simplest terms. That means they exceed even the highest industry standards and honor ethical duty to put their clients' best interests first. That's why I work with them. At Canopy, care, competence, and clarity are not just a tagline, they're a promise. Go to canopy-wealth.com to get started with them today. That's canopy-wealth.com. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
Step into nostalgia with the Miller High Life Dive Bars of the Month. Listen to Jim, Matt, and Molly every Thursday to find out where you can enjoy the best High Life specials in Madison. Plus, to celebrate our love for dive bars, we'll be giving away a case of Miller High Life to one lucky fan every Thursday. Live the high life with Jim, Matt, and Molly and enjoy the champagne of beer in its natural environment. Like Utica Bar, Paoli Pub and Grill, the Pub at Pleasant Springs, and the Nitty Gritty in Sun Prairie.
Every team needs captains and playmakers, and Madison and Dane County Pizza Hut locations are looking for both. They're hiring managers to lead the crew. and drivers to deliver big wins and pizzas. Find part-time or full-time roles with flexible hours, plus full benefits for those who work 30 or more hours per week. Whether it's running the huddle or making plays on the road, there's a spot at Pizza Hut for you. Apply today at jobs.pizzahut.com. That's jobs.pizzahut.com. Pizza Hut. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Condon Jewelers, the jeweler on the east side, the jeweler on your side. When you see Diamond Jim, you can count on him to be on your side. Selection beyond compare with on-site repair, so you can wear your jewelry with pride. Condon Jewelers, the jeweler on the east side, the jeweler on your side.
Striving for excellence is exactly what we do.
Our suite of master craftsmen ensure every roof we install will last.
We believe in giving you exceptional results.
And the satisfaction and durability you want with your suite of metal roof.
I'm Mike.
And Mary Suita. Enjoy the long-lasting architectural strength and beauty of a Suita metal roof.
SWITA metalroofing.com.
Suita Metal Roofing, the last roof you'll ever need.
At Hard Rock Casino Rockford, the unforgettable experience goes far beyond the casino floor with the luxury of their dining and entertainment. Savor prime cuts and fresh seafood at Council Oaks Steak and Seafood, or explore 7 unique dining venues that deliver flavors from around the world. Then let the night ignite at Hard Rock Live, where the world's greatest acts take the stage. Hard Rock Casino Rockford, let's hard rock. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER or text ILGAMB to 833-234.
It's football season in Wisconsin and the energy is electric. Get ready to fuel up the hype with Monster Energy. With bold flavors and that legendary kick, Monster gives you the power to go all 4 quarters. Whether you're tailgating before the big game, watching with friends at home, or catching every play at your favorite spot. Because game day isn't just about football. It's about bringing the energy wherever you are. Stop by your local Piggly Wiggly to pick up a Monster Energy drink today. Monster Energy. Unleash the beast.
Breaking news on ESPN Madison is presented by Metro Ford and Metro Kia of Madison. Find the Metro family of auto dealers online or see them in person on the east side of Madison today.
Hi, it's Jeffrey from Celebrations Entertainment, and here's another great fundraising event in Madison.
Join us for Forward March, a celebration of the arts and community, on September 28th from 1 to 4 p.m. at Barnwood Events in Madison. Help us honor Mike Lacrone's legacy and support affordable arts access through the Lacrone Arts Fund. With special guest Tom Wopat, UW alum and star of The Dukes of Hazzard, and honorary chairperson Tony Granato, it's an afternoon of music, meaning, and making a difference. Visit copamadison.org to learn more.
I will see you there.
We ask and you answer. Tune in to Jim, Matt, and Molly every weekday 4 to 6 and follow at Jim, Matt, Molly on X to vote in daily poll questions presented by Siding Unlimited, your local window installation pros.
It's a bird bash at Potawatomi. Thursdays, you could win up to $50,000 cash in the Bird Bash game show. Just play with your rewards card this October for a chance to win. Wouldn't you like to rake in a huge pile of cash? Bird Bash, only at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. More info at potawatomi.com/birdbash. Must be 21 years old to play.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light. Also brought to you by J&K Security Solutions, securing homes and businesses in the Madison area since 1987.
I came in like a wrecking ball. I never hit so hard in love. All I wanted was to break your wall.
Madison College has been educating Wisconsin students since 1912, more than a century of opportunity. Today, many students actually start their bachelor's degree right at Madison College. With special transfer tracks and agreements with schools like UW, you can save money, earn credits, and then move right into a 4-year program. That's exactly what I did. Last year alone, over 4,500 students made the jump from Madison College to more than 600 universities. It's a proven pathway to success, and it all starts at Madison College. Start your path at madisoncollege.edu.
She's Molly Brown. I am Jim Rutledge. We are in the Everlight Solar Studio. We are presented by Coors Light. Primetime war shine behind the glass. Get into the show, 844-770-3776. That's the Cowboys Talking text line. This is more. On the talking text line, Aaron in the 608 chimes in, is Ryan keeping a wiener tally? Got to be over 20 total.
Can we keep a wiener tally?
We can, starting now, sure.
Where should we keep it? Do you have like a whiteboard? Or we have this glass that we can use like an expo marker on?
I figure it's better if I'm the only one who knows the wiener tally, and then you guys can just
I think it
throw
should
to me.
be on the stream somewhere.
Oh, yeah, a little hot dog, a little wiener pops up on the screen on this.
Yeah.
No, that is not possible.
Like the Pac-Man, like Pac-Man dots, but wieners, hot dogs.
Okay.
And you can have like a pack.
I'll get a set.
Oh, you don't need that.
Once we get a
Don't
second
need that.
producer back here to just keep the wiener tally, that might be achievable
Okay.
for the program.
A wiener producer,
Yeah,
gotcha.
we might need a wiener producer for that one.
Okay,
Until then,
how about you just start making a tally?
That's what I was gonna do. Yeah.
What are we at, 4 already? Just this
Yeah, we just
segment?
said it a million times.
Yeah. I would
Also,
say.
Somebody
Tyler
check the
chimes
tape.
in. Tyler in Sun Prairie, just like Jim's sports takes, his palate is the best, and everyone should agree.
Exactly. That's exactly
and
how the
he
show
hates
is.
ketchup.
Jim.
That's how my life is too. Lucky people in my life. All right, here is a little bit of note
People
from
like
Google.
me.
Why is ketchup highly palatable?
Oh God, here it is.
Ketchup is designed to hit all 5 basic tastes, basic being the key word, simultaneously, making it especially hyper-palatable. It's sweet, sour, salty, savory, and bitter. The complex flavor profile is why ketchup can complement a wide variety of fatty and salty dishes such as hamburgers and hot dogs. Bacon is exactly the same, except it also adds a great texture. So then there's this other idea of texture and mouthfeel, scent and aroma, flavor combinations, and then individual biology. Our brains are wired to find certain combinations of nutrients highly rewarding. For examples, babies are programmed to seek out umami and sweetness.
Umami?
U-M-A-M-I? Umami?
What the hell is umami?
I don't know. And sweetness.
I'm like,
which are,
umami.
which is, because it's abundant in breast milk.
I don't. There's ramen. That's umami.
Yeah, there's a store on State Street that I know of.
That sells
ramen.
Okay.
The ramen, yeah,
Okay,
the ramen.
gotcha.
That
What
what
do you think
Molly's
was a store
referencing.
that sells breast milk?
I wanted to.
People do take that. Like bodybuilders, they will legitimately buy breast milk.
You can also, in a less creepy way, I believe,
I mean,
you
they're
can
not-
donate
anyway.
breast milk or things like that to.
Yes, to other people who can't make it.
Yep.
I hate how Jim keeps looking at me for reassurance on this statement. Like, hey,
Well,
you
I'm
know,
not-
right?
What am I gonna look at Molly right now?
Well,
I mean, I got 2 directions to look. And in
I would
this
say
case,
look off into the distance. Just look straight ahead. Look into the camera.
'Cause I'm not gonna look into
Unfortunately-
Molly's eyes and be like, right, breast milk, yeah. So
I mean, you can. It's fine.
This
You
is
just did.
utterly
So.
preposterous.
Unfortunately
that
for
I've
me,
even
I
heard
didn't
that.
make enough, so I wasn't just selling it or donating it, but I would have if I could have.
see.
I'm trying to find out what umami is. It looks like babies are their first experience umami in amniotic fluid around week 16. So I'm just wondering if it's
Isn't that the week the Packers play the Broncos?
true.
The umami week.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what we should call umami. I think it's like a verb. I
Who's
don't know if it's
umami?
actually a thing. What?
Who's your mommy instead of who's your daddy? Who's
Oh.
your mommy? Your mommy.
Michael Parsons. Should we talk about that?
Who? What? All right.
Quarterback tackler.
Tackler Micah Parsons is heading to Dallas for his revenge game. I say his revenge game because I know Packer fans are very excited about Micah Parsons, but he's been here 3 games. And I think it's a little different if this was year 2 and Micah really felt all in as a Packer, or even later in the year it could feel a little different. But I wanted to ask this as our Siding Limited poll question. Do you care more about Micah Parsons' revenge game or a Jordan Love bounce back? 844-770-3776. That's Carbo's Talking text line. This is more our Siding Limited poll question. Do you care more about Micah Parsons' revenge game or a Jordan Love bounce back game?
Quarterback tackler.
I mean, in my mind, if you're a Packers fan, you care more about Jordan Love bounce back because you saw the way that Caleb Williams performed last week against the Cowboys. You've seen the way that the Cowboys literally...
Jalen Hurts went off, and
Yes,
so did...
you cannot stop...
Who was the other game?
Jalen Hurts didn't really go off. He went off on the ground.
He had 212 total yards with a QB rating of 94.0 and 2 touchdowns. So, I mean, you're right. But he didn't go off like Caleb went off, and I forgot who played in between there also went off.
That was Russ.
Russell Wilson.
Russ, who set, I believe, what is still the current record for passing yards in a game this
450,
season.
right?
450, yeah.
And that's Russell Wilson, who's getting benched for a rookie. So, I don't expect Jordan Love to put up a number like that because that would be absolutely crazy, and I don't even know if he's ever even come close to sniffing the number 400 when it comes to passing yards. But to me, seeing the way that he performed last week, seeing the way that the entire offense performed last week, and going up a team who all you hear about is how terrible their defense is and how many points get scored on them, like this offense and Jordan Love need to perform. So to me, that matters more. Am I excited to see Micah Parsons go against his former team? Hell yeah. And I hope he gets a few sacks while he's playing. But that's not the big storyline in this. It is literally a bounce-back game and seeing what Jordan Love is capable of.
And Dallas is going to, one, if they're going to get beat, they don't want to get beat by Micah Parsons. So they're going to try to scheme away from it. Dak is good at getting the ball out. So Micah might have a very good game, but he might not show up on the stat sheet. Jordan Love, it's going to show up on the stat sheet if he has a good or bad game. And not always the traditional stats, because you could just box score watch and be like, oh, Jordan Love wasn't so bad against Cleveland. But again, when you look at EPA, which is a more advanced way to look at things, it was a bad game. He was bad not just because of the interception. It was a bad game overall. Jordan Love's passes, they didn't travel very far in the air on any of his throws.
In the Cleveland game?
Yes.
He had one pass of 10-plus air yards. Usually averages 10 per game.
Right.
Brutal.
And obviously the offensive line is part of that, but that goes back to Jordan Love being a quarterback you can win with and not because of.
See, and that's the next part, though, because we learned today that Anthony Belton isn't playing. So now what the hell is this offensive line going to look like?
And Zach Thomas officially ruled out. We already knew he wasn't playing, but the fact that they're missing their starting right tackle and their backup right tackle, and also Aaron Banks, one of their starting guards, is also doubtful to play.
Umami is a flavor profile similar to sweet, sour, salty.
That is neat.
Interesting.
And then Aaron, that's from Tyler in Sun Prairie. And then Aaron in the 608 says, Love bounce back game, not even close as far as what he's rooting for.
Like, can we get Mark Tauscher back out on the offensive line? I mean, like, at this point in time, it's feeling incredibly bare. And that's the thing that makes me nervous. But, again, and I know we've talked about infantilizing, is that the word?
Yep.
Jordan Love this week and babying him, whatever you want to call it. Is this just going to be another way for us to baby Jordan Love by saying, his offensive line was non-existent in this game, or his starting offensive linemen were out? Like, which is a very real excuse, but also at the same time, I'm over giving excuses to Jordan Love and why he performs the way that he performs, but that's the one thing that is making me nervous heading into Dallas.
So I get what you're saying. Absolutely. I don't know the offensive line situation for the Giants. I know that Chicago lost their starting right tackle halfway through that game. So, I mean, it's not the same. And obviously the Packers are going to be without. But that's just another. The Cowboys did not sack Caleb Williams at all. That's the first time in Caleb Williams' career that he wasn't sacked. So he is a quarterback who has a propensity to be sacked, and he was not. That speaks to the Dallas Cowboys not having a pass rush.
The Cowboys currently ranked dead last in the NFL for sacks this season with 4 through 3 games. Rashawn Gary himself has 4.5 sacks this year.
Does Kenny Clark have any sacks?
Kenny, I believe he might have 2 of them. I think he might have half the Cowboys sacks.
Really?
Yeah, their pass rush is non-existent for the most part.
So, and obviously you have a right to be concerned about the offensive line, but how much can be a factor? Like, honestly, if the offensive line is a factor, there could be a Jordan Love piece to it because the Dallas pass rush has been non-existent. We can ask Jason Wilde about that next. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly.
Matt, you I don't mean this in a mean way, but you kind of look like your dog.
Moose is a handsome dog. So
you have beautiful
no
dogs.
offense taken. No offense taken at all.
Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
At J&K Security Solutions, protecting your home or business is more than just a priority. It's what we do. I'm President Jeffrey Beckman. Since 1987, J&K Security Solutions has been committed to providing Madison and Southern Wisconsin with dependable security solutions. Whether it's security, fire, or the latest automation solutions, go to jksecurity.com to see how J&K can help keep your home or business secure. Get protected now at jksecurity.com.
At Wisconsin Surplus Online Auction, you won't have to worry about your old lawnmower pulling a hamstring. They make buying and selling easy. Wisconsin Surplus Online Auction is simple, reliable, and unlike your fantasy team this football season, they'll actually deliver. Have equipment taking up space? Let them be your surplus solution. You send it in, they list it, people bid, and you actually win. Bid, buy, sell, and score big today at WisconsinSurplus.com. Because winning isn't just for game day. WisconsinSurplus.com.
The power of friendship has spawned a memorable baseball season in Milwaukee. When you choose to work with Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, the relationship is more than what feels like having a friend. Pella honors trust and commitment on your behalf, before, during, and after the sale. And with this month's incredible deal, Gina Della from Pella is here to share why you shouldn't wait to order new windows and doors.
Order today and get 0% interest for up to 60 months. Set your free in-home consultation today at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. Ends 9/30/2025.
I really struggled with choosing a career path. I had so many interests and couldn't decide what to do. But I'm so glad I didn't let that stop me. At Madison College, I'm figuring it all out and making friends and connections along the way. Coming here is the best decision I ever made. My advice to others? Just take the first step. There's more to your story at Madison College.
Visit madisoncollege.edu to get started.
When it comes to your health, do you want to buy something online or do you want to meet with someone local? A local doctor with a family-owned business that cares about you. That's right, you want to meet with Nestor Rodriguez and Ashley Rodriguez at Carbon World Health. You have questions about cryotherapy, red light therapy, hormone replacement treatments, GLP-1s, or you just want to have a great workout. Carbon World Health is there for you. They have a new location in Sun Prairie and they have their original location in Madison. So when it comes to your health, there's nowhere better to go than Carbon World Health in Madison and now in Sun Prairie.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Zimbrick Honda has been a proud part of the Madison community since 1973. They're your one-stop shop for over 250 new Hondas to choose from. Whether you're looking for a sedan, SUV, or truck, their selection of new vehicles is second to none. Stop in today at their location on Fish Hatchery Road and lease a 2025 Honda Civic Sport hatchback for as low as $259 per month. Or browse their vehicle selection online at ZimbrickHonda.com. That's ZimbrickHonda.com. Shop local, shop Zimbrick Honda.
This is our crew.
And a called third strike right down the middle with a sinker. Come all without, come all within. You'll not see nothing like the mighty Quinn.
Madison's home for Milwaukee Brewers baseball. 100.5 ESPN.
Jason, quick
You
question.
are one of one.
Three-time Wisconsin Sports Writer of the Year.
Thank you for helping me prove my point, Molly. Because
welcome.
my point, well, I love Matt Hamilton. That's going to be a hot key.
I said fart in the bathtub. She said gross.
Do you have a question for Jason, or how is he supposed to respond to this?
He asked the questions to me. No bats.
By hanging up.
Jason Wilde is on Jim, Matt, and Molly.
What's up with that?
We are thrilled to be joined by Jason Wilde, who I saw earlier today at Steinhofels. I didn't get to ask Jason in person because he's doing the show and he's busy getting gifts dropped off and everything over at Steinhofels. But Jason, how you doing today? And thanks for joining the show.
I wasn't that busy, let's be honest. I'm great. How are you?
Fantastic. And we got Molly Brown with us. Of course, Matt Hamilton not here. But
Of course.
Jason, I got a recommendation that your girls might like from Steinhofels. We bought a Sploosh comfort sack at Steinhofels. It is a giant. It's way bigger than you think, a giant chair. But the girls can sit in it together. They like to. My girls like to read next to each other in it or play Barbies, things like that. It replaced a bed we'd put in an extra bedroom we have that they play Barbies in, and we said let's put the chair in here instead. And they're absolutely loving it over at Steinhofels.
So now you're playing Barbies by yourself instead then? That's
Yep.
how that's working?
Yeah. I am not good at Barbies.
Yeah,
How
me
can you
either. I'm not good
Barbies.
Well, because you got to be imaginative, and
Okay.
yeah, that was never my gig either. Luckily, they were both into sports, so that was big for me. But we actually looked at those. I was going to get it for myself. The girls actually preferred this cool chair that it's like a circle in shape, and then it also rotates. And so that was what we went with, along with our new sectional, which, as people have enjoyed joking about, Steinhofels has been with Wilde and Tausch from the absolute first show, and I think it was about the second or third show that I mentioned we were due for a couch. and now we're coming up on our 10th anniversary of the show, and we finally have a new couch that we've had for a few months. So that tells you we got a lot of cats.
Yeah.
Can't say how many without getting in trouble, but there was a period of time where some people had some bladder control issues. I don't mean to put Paula's issues on the street. No, just kidding. But I did not want to invest in a new couch just for these knuckleheads to cause problems. So we got it now. We love it, and we still have roughly the same number of cats.
Yeah, you got to buy the I forget, it was like Bites and Claws sort of warranty you can buy on the stuff from Steinhoffels.
Are you okay? Are you emotional today?
I'm all right. Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
I'm just
trying to be mad.
so excited to talk
Yeah.
to Jason.
Can I be honest there? I am a little bit emotional because I was in line to check out for 100 minutes, and now it says the Life of the Showgirl CD plus hand-signed photo from Taylor Swift not available. So that is a real bummer. I was waiting in line, Jason.
You're a better dad than me because I didn't even know that was going on, and I probably would have wasted the same amount of time and not gotten it either.
Shout out to a random, I follow some Swifties on Twitter, and I saw someone post something about it, so I hopped in line, but I think I'm too late. I'm going to wait it out. Maybe they'll pop back in, but I'm not optimistic. But I've got 9 minutes left. I'm not going to go this long without at least confirming maybe I dumb luck my way into it. So, Jason, what is the longest you'd wait in line virtually for something?
So I have no problem with that, and I can find other stuff to get done in a separate window.
Yep.
But I remember we went to Disney World when they were little. It was when Frozen came out, and they had just launched this area of, I think it was at Epcot, if I remember correctly. That was like Arendelle, the land of Frozen.
Yep.
And there were were a bunch of dads, including myself, standing in line, holding a spot for their daughters who wanted to go to Arendelle. And so their wives and the daughters were off doing all kinds of fun stuff. And the dads, it was really a cool bonding thing, like dudes from all over the country, all in the same situation. I remember, I think it was during the NCAA tournament, and it was back when they were still in the early days of being able to stream March Madness. And so I was like the cool guy with the iPhone that had games going. So I had a bunch of dudes, we were all watching on my tiny little, iPhone 6 or whatever it would have been back then. So look, you and I are very different in some ways, Jimmy.
Yeah.
And then in other ways we're very similar. And one of them is there's pretty much nothing we wouldn't do for our girls. So I'll be happy to wait in line. My remaining goal that I have, the girls have gotten to do a lot of cool stuff because I'm their dad, which I'm glad to hear that they have had that opportunity because there's not a whole lot of other stuff that's cool about being related to me. But the one thing we have not accomplished is seeing Taylor Swift in person and live. And so that when she goes on tour again, I have to figure out a way to actually deliver on that because I have failed to this point.
That's a good goal to have. And actually, you know what? Just to give you guys both compliments, I feel like I listened to you guys talk, and I'm like, I hope I'm as good of a parent to my kids as I am as you guys are to yours. So, just saying.
Oh, that's
not kissing any butts or anything. I'm just actually saying I've actually thought it.
You're back in consideration, Jason.
Yeah.
You're back in consideration. Molly's over your food
Well,
takes.
I was going to say, I still have the, and I quote, palate of a toddler, but I appreciate the compliment.
Well, it's okay. I'm pretty sure that Jim was saying the same thing to me today, as I was saying that the next time that I go to Wiener Circle, I would like to try to put ketchup on the hot dog. I'm not saying it'll make it better. It might make it worse. I don't know, but I just would like to try it. So he's basically telling me that I have the palate of a toddler because of that.
It's just going to taste like ketchup.
No, that's not. Come on.
Exactly.
Here's my thing. All these snobs.
Mm-hmm.
About whatever they eat. I don't know. Some might say snobs about their Big Macs.
True.
But I wouldn't say that. But eat it the way you like to eat it. And if you I don't like mustard. I don't understand how anyone enjoys the taste of mustard. Don't get it? I can't do it. Ranch. I would rather. I hate ranch.
Same.
I would rather.
I hate
No,
ranch.
I'm not even going to say what I'd rather eat. But my point is that however you want to eat your hot dog, forget those Wiener Circle guys. Every time I went there, I got ketchup because I enjoy their hot dogs are great. I don't want all that stuff on a hot dog. These people it's like the people with the Bloody Marys that it turns into a giant, like there's a corn stalk coming out of it. Like it's 5 feet high. I'm like, what are you doing? So you do what makes you happy. Life is too short.
Well, thank God you don't do a show with these two guys that are on this show, Matt and Jim. My goodness.
Look, Matt is way worse than me.
Your food takes would
Judgmental
get criticized
Jim? No.
nonstop,
All right.
Jason.
My whole point is that, and I get the hot dog part of it, but you're not getting. You could just have a hot dog then and put ketchup on it. That was all. Like you're kind of muting the point of the Chicago dog. Doesn't mean you can't enjoy a hot dog. Doesn't mean you're bad for liking ketchup on a hot dog. It just seems silly to do a Chicago dog if you're gonna have ketchup on it.
Jason, I have a question
Especially
about the
if you put too much on there. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No,
Please,
it's okay.
I
just have a question about the Green Bay Packers as
Who?
they take on the Dallas Cowboys this week for Sunday Night Football. Exactly. What do you think that Jordan Love needs to do in order to have a successful bounce back game following the loss to the Browns?
372 yards and 4 touchdowns.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, what did Caleb Williams finish with? He won the Offensive Player of the Week, right? So
Yeah.
I guess that's what the bar would be.
Actually, every quarterback in the NFC North has won Offensive Player of the Week. The prior two had played the Bears defense, but it was 298 and 4 touchdowns. I think 64% completion percentage.
I mean, look, we obviously talk a lot about Jordan, and rightfully so. He's the quarterback of the Green Bay Packers. He's got a $55 million contract, per year. He deserves to have high expectations put upon him. He has played well. I understand that the numbers were not great against the Browns, but look, the guy's got the 4th highest passer rating in the league. He's thrown 5 touchdowns against 1 pick. He's taking care of the football, but he is not doing what Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favre used to have to do, right? And that is carrying the team. This is a defense-first team, which is so foreign to all of us, including myself. Even the years that the Packers won Super Bowls and had awesome defenses, right? In 96, they had the number 1 offense and the number 1 defense. In 2010, the defense, I think, was second in scoring defense, and the only team that was better were the Steelers, who then the offense lit up in the Super Bowl, right? So it's unusual for us to look at them that way, but Jordan Love, as the line we've used on this show multiple times, you can win with him. You don't win because of him at this point. And that could change. And look, Sunday night could be that night, right? But I think I think both their stud corners are back now, right? So that's going to make it a little more difficult for them. I don't know, man. What I think they need to do is get Josh Jacobs off the schneid.
Yep.
I just think that opens everything else up for them offensively. And, this idea that, they have to hit on a bunch of downfield throws to force defenses out of that, single high, add an extra guy to the box coverage. That's probably true, but I would argue, and that's why I asked Tausch this. I don't know if it was while you were there or not, Jimmy, but can you be productive even if you are going against defenses that are stacking the box to stop the run? In 2003, when Amon Green ran for 1,800 plus yards and set the franchise record for single season rushing yardage, you're telling me that all those opponents against Tausch and Mike Wall and Marco Rivera and Chad Clifton and Mike Flanagan and Amon Green weren't stacking the box? Of course they were. Brett Favre was the quarterback, but as much as it pained Brett to admit, they were a run-first operation that year. And the defenses were going in saying, we're not going to let them run the ball down our throats. And guess what? They ran the ball down their throats anyway. The problem is, they're going to be without 3 of their top 7 offensive linemen on Sunday night, and I don't know how capable they are of run blocking with that group that they're going to have.
Jason, talking about the quarterback, and I know we asked you last time if they infantilize Jordan Love or LaFleur does, and I know you're a big proponent of coaching a player how he wants to be coached, but you've said that Jordan Love is often very much willing to take accountability for his actions, and I hate to try to make comparisons to the team, but like it literally is popping up on my timeline where Ben Johnson talks about how conflict with Caleb Williams is strengthening their relationship and holding Caleb to an incredibly high standard is making him better. What is the relationship and what is the coaching style of LaFleur with Love, and do you think it's getting the most out of Love?
So I do believe in that at all levels. Like there are certain players that need for you to chew their butts out, right? That is the best way to motivate them, to get them to be focused, to get them to be effective. There are others. I think Jordan Love can take hard coaching, but look, Jimmy, I've told you 1,000 times now, I want Caleb Williams to be good.
Yep.
And I believe that Ben Johnson is a really smart offensive coach that can help him be that. At the same Ben Johnson seems like a jerk.
Yeah.
The shot he took at LaFleur for no apparent reason whatsoever. He's got to get up there and throw a slider when he throws out the first pitch. There's an arrogance to him. I don't think Ben and I would be pals. Like, I think I would struggle. I think he would probably condescend to me when I would ask him a question if I covered his team. I don't like him. I think he's brilliant. I think he's a really, really smart offensive mind, and maybe that's why he comes off as arrogant. But, I would argue that his coaching style is most likely combative.
Yeah.
And conflict creating. I don't think that's how Matt LaFleur is. Now, have Matt LaFleur and I had a few disagreements over his 7 seasons here? Sure. But more often than not, my favorite is when I came in late to his press conference and he tried to play the badass, and how many times I have to tell you can't come into the room after we start. It's like a meeting. Get your butt outside. And he couldn't even hold his laughter long enough to finish giving me a hard time. So, again, if Caleb Williams is going to respond to that, and look, this is totally 100% unfair to Caleb Williams. I've never met him. I've never interviewed him. When the Packers played in Chicago last year, I was there, but I didn't go to his press conference to ask him any questions. I don't know him. But it strikes me, especially having been the can't-miss prospect going into his final season at USC, it was kind of like, remember when Jadeveon Clowney had to go back for another year?
Yeah.
He was going to be going against the Packers, by the way. It was almost as if it was an inconvenience for him to have to play another season, right? Mm-hmm. And I feel like Caleb was so celebrated that this is probably, this kind of coach is probably good for him, right? Because the way he was coached last year was certainly not good for him. But maybe this is the kind of coaching style he needs. Again, this is not the team I cover. You can ask Courtney Cronin or someone else, but that's the view I get, knowing coaches, knowing players, and kind of trying to take an educated guess. I think in Love's case, I think Matt LaFleur and him are a really good match, as opposed to what LaFleur had to deal with previously, right? With a player who always thought he was smarter than his coach. Didn't matter if that coach was Mike Sherman as a rookie, or it was Mike McCarthy for all that time, or it was for Matt LaFleur. Rodgers always thought he was smarter than his coaches, and I don't think that's a great recipe either.
Right. Actually, on that, did you get a chuckle out of Aaron Rodgers and his complaining about the travel schedule for the Steelers and getting out to Ireland and saying he would have done it differently?
Yeah, of course. I mean, of course he did, right? Look, I would like to commend him. Tausch was asking me if I was going to go out there for the Steelers game and try to go out there early, and that's a decision to be made by the people who have to pay the bills for that travel. But I said, look, I'm not going to go out there for him to do that thing, where you point at the guy, hey, what's that on your shirt? Boop, got you. I'm not going to waste my time going all out there, and then he blows me off while I'm there, like he would blow off our show after agreeing to do it repeatedly. But I was just complimenting him on the fact that he stopped doing McAfee this season.
Mm-hmm.
I
didn't
that's
even
not
realize that.
bitter. Yeah, but I mean, and I don't have to worry about it like I used to have to, right? But like that to me said, I am all about ball, and I'm not going to create distractions. I'm not going to cause any issues. I'm not going to say things that people are talking about. Oh, he said this, he said that. I thought it was great. Look, you're entitled to your opinion about the travel schedule. And as a reporter, I'm always going to want you to speak out, right? Because it's content for me and it's interesting to me. That said, what good does it do you to come out and say that? Right?
Right.
Like, why do I just, again, I know he can't help himself sometimes, but yeah, I saw the same clip and thought, don't. And yet, there's been a few times over the years where I gave him really good advice and he listened. There's been a couple times when I gave him good advice and he ignored it, and then misquoted who gave him good advice in a book, which really pissed me off. But other than that, he's going to do his own thing.
Jason, awesome stuff. We appreciate your time today.
All right, you guys. Have a great day. Take care. Be good.
That is Jason Wilde. J&K Security Solutions, they are veteran-owned, they are family-owned, and they are locally owned. They can protect your home or business with commercial and residential security, and with commercial fire protection, they can protect your business with that as well. J&K Security Solutions. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
Hey, this is Matt's Chicago Doppelganger. You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN Madison.
You, rah. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute. Here's Pablo Iglesias.
This Badger Minute brought to you by Starion Bank, with 3 Madison area locations in Middleton, Sun Prairie, and Monona. Starion Bank is here investing in your community. Start your experience at starionbank.com. Member FDIC. Wisconsin Volleyball's Carter Booth recording a massive milestone and a wild win over Florida. Booth collecting career block number 500 during the match. John Adias with the call.
Florida sets left side, and getting the block is Wisconsin. Getting stopped on the outside is Madkin, Carter Booth, and Grace Egan. And for Carter, that is career block number 500.
Wisconsin back in action, hosting Rutgers at the Fieldhouse, then traveling to Iowa Sunday. ESPN Madison is your proud home for Wisconsin Badgers volleyball.
Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin honors trust and commitment on your behalf before, during, and after the sale.
Order today and get 0% interest for up to 60 months. PellaWI.com.
At Siding Unlimited, we're really excited for the fall season. Not only are we proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics, we are also fired up for an exciting fall season cheering on football and volleyball. If that's not enough, we're really excited to share with you that Siding Unlimited is Wisconsin's best window and door installation team. Siding Unlimited is a Pella Platinum Premier National Contractor of the Year award winner 5 times. Looking for new windows and doors? Visit us at sidingunlimited.com or stop by our beautiful showroom in Madison.
Hey, Matt Hamilton here to tell you about the delicious Odyssey Brands, a family-owned company crafting award-winning cheese right here in Wisconsin for over 4 generations. Made with locally sourced milk, Odyssey brings bold, Greek-style flavors straight to your table. From savory, crumbly feta to rich and creamy Greek yogurt, every bite is a taste of tradition and quality. You can find Odyssey products at most major retailers nationwide and online. Odyssey, crafted in Wisconsin, loved everywhere, dairy done right.
The search for luxury begins at Audi Madison. Save $5,500 when you purchase or lease a new 2025 Audi Q7 55. National customer credit is good toward the purchase, finance, or lease of a new Audi, but is only available until September 30th. Stop in and test drive today. Check out AudiMadison.com to see current inventory and specials. Start your adventure at Audi Madison today, off the Beltline and Rimrock Road.
I'm John Hayes, owner of Goodman's Jewelers. We've been at the heart of many magical moments, from engagements to weddings to sweet 16s. It warms my heart to be a part of these moments for 40 years with people I consider family. With the highest standards and an eye for classic beauty, enjoy a warm boutique setting at Goodman's Jewelers, where integrity shines in every gem. At 220 State Street, Goodman's Jewelers, the Diamond Store, Madison, since 1933.
The best is at Goodman's.
It's the best time of the year, and you know what that means for me. It's tailgating season. Hey, it's Alex Stroh. For my friends at Door County Distillery, locally produced, handcrafted, award-winning spirits made locally in beautiful Door County. If you're in Madison tailgating before a game, there's only one thing to do to elevate your experience, and that's bring it with Door County Distillery. Whether that's the cherry brandy for your old-fashioned, the single malt whiskey, or any of the gins, vodkas, and in-betweens, Door County Distillery has you covered. Find the retailer nearest you at doorcountydistillery.com.
Liberty Station American Tavern and Smokehouse isn't just a barbecue restaurant. Open daily for lunch and dinner, Liberty Station serves American comfort food with regional touches using many locally sourced ingredients. The bar at Liberty Station offers vintage cocktails created in a classic style, local craft beers, plus a wide array of wine options. And be sure to check out their sprawling patio with an indoor and outdoor porch area. Liberty Station, conveniently located just off the Beltline on Rimrock Road.
Welcome back to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN. Also brought to you by J&K Security Solutions.
Jim, Matt, Molly continues live from the Everlight Solar Studio. Jim Rutledge alongside Molly Brown. We are presented by Coors Light. Primetime More Shine Behind the Glass. We have a Siding Unlimited poll question. As a Packers fan, do you care more about Micah Parsons' revenge game or Jordan Love having a bounce-back game? Right now, 87% of you say Jordan Love bounce-back.
Good.
Come on, Matt Hamilton.
Yeah.
That was bad. I should have had my mic on.
Molly Hamilton over there.
I also kind of burped, though, into the mic, so it's good that I didn't have it on. You're welcome, actually.
Appreciate that.
I'm not good at my job.
Thoughtful of you.
Maybe the talking text line would have liked that. 844-770-3776. The Carbos talking text line. This is more.
That was a terrible way to plug the talking text line.
Yeah.
Sending your request for Molly to burp.
What's the opposite
into the mic?
What's the opposite of promotion? Like
demotion?
No, like you promote the talking text line. Like I don't know. That was bad advertising, I guess I would say.
For a guy that's in advertising.
That's just like your opinion, man.
Yeah, it's a fair point. That's fair.
Yeah.
That is neat.
Anyways, 87%. It's good. Shows that we have real Packer fans. Because if you're a real Packer fan, you should be hoping for a Jordan Love bounce-back game.
Well, you are hoping for a Jordan Love bounce-back game, but
you're hoping for that more than you are a Mike. Are you not? You want Micah Parsons to have a better game and crush his former team that you really don't care about more than you want Jordan Love to look like he's better than Caleb Williams.
When I think of bounce
other
back,
quarterbacks.
When I think of bounce back game, I'm imagining it means like over 300 yards, 350, like what those guys put up. But honestly, I just don't think the Packers offense, when it's working at its best, is designed to work that way. Like I don't think Jordan Love is going to put up a lot of numbers.
Okay, so here's the thing: Jordan Love could look really good. It's similar to how we've said when he has a really good game, we're like, all right, he looks like a really good quarterback. He looks like he is the future of the franchise. He could have a game like that and not put up 300-plus yards and not throw 400 touchdowns. He just has to look good and not make any bonehead errors.
Yeah, but he's capable of having that game, though.
But is that a bounce-back game, though? Or is that just
compared to last week, it is.
Okay.
The entire offense was trash last week. They put up 10 points against the Browns.
Agreed.
I would say that, and I'd like to look statistically at this, Jordan Love is very much, he's not going to stem the tide, but he can ride the wave. So when Jordan Love is hot, he can ride the hot hand and play really well. I think he does struggle where if he comes out cold to turn it to hot, I'm not saying he can't ever do it. I'm just saying that, like a lot of quarterbacks, I think confidence and moxie and all that, the better he plays, the better he's going to play. And when he does struggle, though, I think the struggles can pile up. So I think he has a hard time in game to flip that, or even allowing one bad game to roll into a second game. I think has happened for him. But on the inverse, when he has one or two good games, they usually roll into a few others. I find that fascinating. Would you rather Micah Parsons have 4 sacks or Jordan Love have 4 touchdowns?
Ooh.
See, that's a good. Okay, I'm sorry. I mean, both of our questions are good questions. I'm part of this show too.
I mean, I think,
but that's a really good. Like that
Jim,
is.
you idiot!
Gosh,
we all came up with these questions together. It's fine. We're a team. However, I don't know how I would vote on that.
However, I'm going to other Jim on that one.
No, how would you guys vote on that? Because
I'm going Micah sacks because Micah getting 4 sacks in a game is more of an outlier, more rare, I think, than throwing 4 touchdowns in a game. Now, throwing 4 touchdowns in a game is rare for Jordan Love. In fact, I think he did it once all of last year. I mean, he hasn't thrown 3 touchdowns in a game since week 7 of last year. But I think Micah, especially doing it in this game against his old team. And also, like, the defense was good against the Browns. It did more than enough, but it didn't have the explosive, like, dominant game that we saw against the Lions and the Commanders. Getting back to that where they look like the clear best defense and, like, the best defense of this century for the Green Bay Packers, like, that would do more for me than Jordan Love just having a good game.
But the only thing, though, is we would walk, if that was the case, if Micah Parsons had 4 sacks in that game, and let's say Jordan Love had 2 touchdowns, 1 or 2 touchdowns,
and
right?
He has like a 63% completion percentage, no picks.
We would still walk away from that game being like, I don't know how good the Packers offense is. They have an elite defense. They have one of the best defenses in the league, if not the best defense in the league, but that offense ain't good enough. Where right now, if Jordan Love had 4 touchdowns and let's say Micah Parsons had 1 sack, 1.5 sacks, whatever it may be, you would walk away saying Packers have a really good defense and their offense looked great.
I get what you're saying. I would go with the 4 sacks from Micah just because sacks are more satisfying, and like this is where we disagree. Jordan Love is who Jordan Love is. So I'm expecting him to have a good game. Like, he's just going to have good games and bad games and good throws and bad throws, and that's what keeps him from being great. He's a good quarterback who can flash greatness and can flash incompetent. Mm-hmm. But in general, when you flatten it out over the course of a season and a game, he's good. And I think we're just going to see another good – this might be a great performance against Dallas, and then we'll see a good performance or below-average performance before. So we know what Jordan Love is. We know what Micah Parsons is, and I think 4 sacks from Micah Parsons in a big Packers victory would be more fun.
Quarterback tackler.
This is Jim, Matt, and Molly. I want to tell you about Chalmers Jewelers in Madison and in Middleton. Madison's locally owned, Madison's family owned, and Madison's custom jeweler. So whether it's an engagement ring, a watch for yourself, or anything in between, go to Chalmers Jewelers in Madison and in Middleton. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End of friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
This is Derek Engler. You're listening to a Good Karma Brands radio station, 100.5 ESPN WTLX Monona, Madison.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Good afternoon, Madison. I'm Ryan Wollersheim, and this is your Sports Center Update brought to you by Ridgetop Exteriors, Wisconsin's premier roofing, siding, and window contractor since 2002. Visit them at ridgetopexteriors.com. It's Green Bay Packers versus Dallas Cowboys on Sunday Night Football this weekend, and the primetime headline, Micah Parsons' revenge game in Dallas. Just 1 month after the Packers acquired him in exchange for 2 first-round picks and defensive tackle Kenny Clark, Micah Parsons will be returning to Jerry's World to take on his former team, though the Packers are also going to be facing off against their former defensive stalwart, Kenny Clark, with a shorthanded offensive line. Starting right tackle Zach Tom and his backup rookie Anthony Belton have both officially been ruled out of Sunday's contest. Starting guard Aaron Banks is also doubtful to play after he did not practice this week. Packers still currently 6.5-point favorites for Sunday Night Football. Kickoff is at 7:20 down there in Jerry's World. Then the Brewers' search for a franchise record in wins resumes today. The Brewers currently the driver's seat for the number 1 seed in the NL playoffs. They look to secure win number 97 today as they host the Reds for the first game of their final regular season series. First pitch is at 7:10 p.m. Pre-game coverage starts just after 6:30. Meanwhile, 7:30 Wisconsin Badgers volleyball can be heard exclusively on the ESPN Wisconsin app for 7 p.m. for search.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com.
Everybody's ego takes a shot on this show.
You gotta keep your chill with Jim, Matt, and Molly.
I am savage.
So you're not special. Jim, if we want to play this game, we can play this game.
And I'm just like, oh my God, this guy's gonna swing on Jim. He's a complicated fellow.
People like me.
I don't think so.
This is Jim, Matt, and Molly on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
Jerry, do you feel any extra competitive drive to win this week with Micah Parsons coming back?
Yes, I do.
there's hard feelings maybe there for them. But, for me, I'm happy where I'm at.
And while he does make great plays, there is also a way to approach playing against Micah, as we know, because we didn't exactly win the Super Bowl during those years.
If the Packers lose to Dallas, it's worse than losing to Cleveland by a lot.
Yes.
And the Packers aren't going to lose to Dallas.
The Packers are 6.5-point favorites in Dallas. That stadium is going to be over 50% Packers fans. Or a lot of Cowboys fans that are wearing Cowboys jerseys, but they're Micah jerseys.
I think Dallas loves me. I think they're going to give me a good round of applause.
Thank you, Jerry! Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio in downtown Madison, alongside Molly Brown, here's Jim Rutledge.
It is hour number 2 of Jim, Matt, and Molly. We are presented by Coors Light. If the mountains are blue, you know what to do.
And that's crush a Coors Light.
I'm Jim Rutledge. I have the power in the Everlight Solar Studio alongside Molly Brown. In primetime, I'm Matt Hamilton back on Tuesday. We are all predicting a Victory Molly Monday.
Let's just not put it out in the ether. Let's all manifest it and hope that it's a Victory Molly Monday, but let's just not guarantee
Again,
it.
I will say this. If the Packers lose to Dallas, they have real problems.
Oh, yeah.
Internal problems.
And it would be the offensive line, probably.
But still, with
I'm
that
saying
defense,
if they lose, that's probably the only reason. The offensive line couldn't protect, couldn't get anything going in the running game, and therefore it is just limp all game, and they lose like they did against the Browns.
Okay, let's go with it like this. Dallas scored 14 points against a terrible Bears defense.
Yep.
So I think the Packers holding Dallas to less than 10 points is realistic.
Okay.
Okay,
I'd
so
agree.
if the
I'd
offense
agree.
doesn't get you more than 10 points, there are major problems besides just the offensive line. Because
I'd agree. I would just say that if they only get 10 points or less than 14 points, then it likely is because of the offensive line issues.
Yes, you just got to win it. I don't care about winning pretty or any of that. If they don't win this game, there are major red flags to the Packers.
Yeah.
Whatever the injuries or whatever,
Agreed.
there's major red
Agreed.
flags.
Yes.
They're not
Yes.
going to lose the game.
I think the offensive line is a red flag either way.
Did we not learn?
Yes, that's the only reason why I think it could be ugly. Maybe it's a little uglier than Packer fans will want, but I still think they win the game. But Molly, we can get into all of that right now with Don't Quote Me.
We're not saying it's gonna happen.
Let it ride!
But if it does, then we want credit.
Say that again, because that is an amazing take.
I told you all.
If not, well...
Don't quote me, boy, because I ain't said...
Yeah, guys, don't quote Molly Brown when she talks about the Wiener Circle and the ketchup she's going to put on her Chicago dogs. And also, don't quote any of us when it comes to our predictions for the Packers versus Cowboys game this Sunday. Guys, we want to make our long shot don't quote me predictions. These are the ones where we think they could happen, but we're not saying they're going to happen. But if they do happen, we want the credit. All right? So, Jim, why don't you start us off? What is your long shot don't quote me prediction for this Sunday's Packers-Cowboys game, Sunday Night Football in Jerry's World?
I'm going to go with... So the Cowboys are allowing 110 yards per game rushing the football against them.
Ah, dang it. He's going to take mine.
So I'm going to go... Last year they were 137th. I'm sorry, they allowed 137 last year.
137th ranked out of 32 teams.
137 yards rushing per game last year. So I'm going to say that Josh Jacobs is going to rush for 130 yards and have 3 total touchdowns.
That'd be his biggest game.
I think this is going to be a let's just salt this game away game, especially if the offensive line is in peril. Let's not put Jordan Love in harm's way, and let's just hand the ball to Josh Jacobs and let him eat.
Is their offensive line good enough to let Josh Jacobs run? That's
It's easier to run block than it is pass block.
Okay.
I think the way that their offensive line is built is better for run blocking. I'd agree, especially the guys who are the backups.
Yeah, and you're in run blocking, you're aggressive. You're jumping out and pushing a guy, as opposed to pass block. You are trying to absorb and figure out what that player is going to do. And Jadeveon Clowney against whoever's playing right tackle probably isn't going to be great for the Packers.
No.
Even though Clowney, this will be his first game of the year. So I think they're just going to try to run the football.
Yeah, Darian Kennard versus Jadeveon Clowney is a matchup to watch in this game.
With that offensive line, I would just try to bleed the clock out.
Yeah. Clowney's been around for like 75 years.
Feels like it.
I think
And
he's only 32 when I Googled him the other day.
And I think he's been on half the teams in the NFL,
I think it's legitimately 16 teams in the NFL.
I don't think it's actually 16, but it's up there. You're looking at me like you actually think it's 16.
Well, now
we're not going to run through it.
It doesn't make sense.
We shouldn't run through it.
Maybe I took what Jason said on their show the other day to heart, not even like thinking about it. I was like, yeah, Jason, you're right. 16 teams.
You thought that was you thought that was a true stat?
What an idiot. That'd be like 2 per year that he's been in the league.
Take that for data.
Yeah, that'd be tough. That'd be tough for anyone.
Now I feel like an idiot. Let's just dump that whole thing. Thank you.
I do like Jim's prediction, though. Essentially, Josh Jacobs has the Aaron Jones game at Jerry's World.
Yeah.
Remember that one?
Yep.
Molly? Oh, gosh, what year
That's
was
one
that
that he waved. I have the T-shirt.
Yeah, because his first game back in Texas, too. Texas boy.
Yep.
All right, well, Molly, hopefully Jim didn't fully steal your prediction. What is your don't quote me prediction?
He didn't fully steal it because I do like 2 things in one. And actually, I was going to predict Josh Jacobs to rush over 100 rushing yards. But that was more so in spite of Jerry Jones, because he said that the reason they got rid of Micah Parsons because they need to have better run defense. So that
quarterback tackler.
That was that part. So half of mine is Josh Jacobs will have over 100 rushing yards, and Matthew Golden will have 2 touchdowns. He's due for a touchdown.
He's due for 2 of them, apparently.
He's due for 2, but
okay,
especially 1.
How many touchdown passes do you think Jordan Love ends up throwing there? 3. 3 total?
This isn't part of my don't.
I know, but I was just wondering, like, how much do you think he's going to go off?
Let's go 3.
You really think the offense is going to have a day then, in that case?
I mean, I don't actually, but for don't quote me sake, yes.
I mean, it is also possible, I guess, if the rushing game does really well and then Jordan Love just hits play action touchdowns.
I'm hopeful that the offensive line just doesn't want to look like garbage, too, that then they really, really, really try, even though it's a bunch of guys that are a bunch of misfits is what it feels like at this point, where it's just like people put together.
Bunch of Frankenstein men out there?
Kind of, yeah. Too bad it's not October yet by then. But yeah, that's pretty much how I feel about it.
We're close. We're getting close to spooky season.
Yep.
All right, well, we're also still close with Matt Hamilton as he's out curling in Canada. So, guys, he did send me his submission for Don't Quote Me. You can see him and hear him on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream. Matt Hamilton, what is your Don't Quote Me prediction?
What up, guys? I'm in beautiful Port Stanley, Ontario, just south of London, Ontario, where we will be competing this weekend. And I'm here with my Don't Quote Me's for this week. Packers play Sunday night, prime time in Dallas. And, you know, history repeats itself, so I'm going off the last time Packers played prime time in Dallas. And it was a beatdown, you all remember. So I'm going to go with 3 tutties for Jordan Love. 250 yards, passing, no picks, getting back on track. So that's my Don't Quote Me. See you guys later. Go Pack, go. Go Team Schuster.
Go Team Schuster.
Go Team Schuster.
Also, why is he getting that loud? Like the last time it made sense.
What do you mean loud?
He was loud enough.
I was saying, why was he wet?
I think he had just got. He sent that to me in the morning. I think it was around. It would have been around 10 a.m. his time still, though. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Well, yeah, we all know Matt is like a giant child, so of course he's sleeping in. But just like he just has like the
very much.
I almost said the ocean in the background. He has like is that the ocean or the lake?
Well,
I don't know where he is in
investigate
Canada.
this, Molly.
I think he's in
I'm assuming
Central
it's
Canada,
a lake.
He's near Toronto.
Oh, okay.
He's in Ontario.
Is that by like I'm just kidding. Is that like
let her keep guessing, Jim.
Is that like Niagara Falls?
Ish.
Where's Toronto in relation to Buffalo?
Close.
Okay. So I'm assuming it's a lake. But it looked very large.
Lake
Superior?
You know, there are the things
like
called
Michigan?
the Great Lakes.
Well, yeah, of course. But like, I don't know if you can see him from Canada. Anyways, it looked like he just went for a swim in the lake.
He might have.
That had to be so cold if he did not. That would explain him being out of breath, though.
That might be what it was.
He was just like, okay. All the things that men are just so lucky for, okay? Matt just came on to our video stream, speaking to the masses, being seen by the masses, dripping wet hair, not a care in the world. If I came on here looking like a wet dog in the same way that Matt was, like, you guys would be like, what the hell are you doing? What are you doing?
Didn't you just do that to Matt?
What?
What the hell are you doing? Why are you wet?
Yeah, but exactly. Matt shows up to our office with dripping wet hair. If I did that, I would be...
She's trying to call out the double standard, Jim.
No, but also I would never. Like, I look disgusting when my hair is soaking wet.
No.
I mean...
Maybe you're just upset because Matt looked hot.
I'm not going to say that about my co-host. So.
Oh, that's a yes then. All right. There you go. Hey, all right.
Wait, the fifth Molly Brown.
We've talked about it before. He looks like his golden retriever. I would look like a wet golden retriever if I came in.
I think golden retrievers are cute.
Is Molly fishing for compliments? Molly, I'm sure you look great.
No,
Yes.
I'm not.
Yes.
I'm just saying, okay, maybe it's a double standard. I couldn't show up on the video stream looking like I just went swimming in the lake.
Molly in her Iron Jock quarter zip, Jim and Molly quarter zip, and her Iron Jock ball cap.
I really want Molly to just
her
be
Leonardo DiCaprio look is what I told her today.
Molly should just go.
And I have headphones on now,
you
too.
have headphones on.
Yeah, full on Leo.
Did you get the reference?
Yeah, of course.
Or Lenny Williams, was that?
Who?
In New Heights podcast, he revealed that his agent told him his name was too ethnic, Leonardo DiCaprio, and he's changed his name to Lenny Williams.
Interesting.
He did not.
Okay. All right, guys. Well, I will give my Don't Quote Me prediction before we get to our Cover 5 locks, by the way. My prediction is that there are 10 combined sacks in this game between both teams. I think the Packers' offensive line being shorthanded is not great, and I think the Packers' pass rush is awesome, and then the Cowboys also missing one of their starting offensive linemen. And then my other part is that I think the Packers will hold the Cowboys to under 100 rushing yards for the first time this season. Got to prove to Jerry Jones that Micah Parsons, he's not just a
quarterback tackler.
He can stop the run, too. So
okay. I like it. The 608 wants to know, why has this show went 180 degrees and turned to crap?
Who wants to know that?
The 608.
How did we turn 180 degrees?
I don't know.
What changed?
I don't know. We were pretty pro Packers that segment.
I don't know.
Maybe because Molly talking about wet hair?
I don't know.
Just didn't like
Sorry.
Sports all the time.
If you saw Matt looking like a dog, you'd ask a question too.
I would take umbrage because this show has never been very much about sports.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what they're trying to reference there.
I think it's Molly.
Probably.
Yeah. I think it's just the judgment.
I don't care though.
I think it's just the judgment from Molly. He wants this to be like, don't yuck the yum. Don't yuck the yum of ketchup on a Chicago dog. He's trying to be inclusive. Matt Hamilton and his wet hair.
All right.
I think that's all it was. But guys, we got to get our Cover 5 locks, by the way.
All right.
So
did Matt give us Cover 5 lock?
Matt.
Loch Ness?
Loch Ness Monster.
Hey, he is in Canada.
Wait, what do you mean?
Is not. Wait, where do you think the Loch Ness Monster is?
Isn't that that giant dragon that swims?
Yes, but where? Not.
Oh, that's probably like Ireland or something, but it's all the same.
That's close enough.
Nessie. That's the name of the Loch Ness Monster.
What country is it in?
Is it Scotland or is it England?
I think it's Scotland.
Scotland and Ireland are the same thing, though. No,
they're not.
No,
pretty
don't.
close.
When Matt was over there, you were like, Matt, you're either in Ireland or Scotland.
But I know they're two different things. I conflate them, but they're very different.
Okay, I know that they're two different things, but I conflate them.
That's
as well.
like saying the U.S. It's like saying the U.S. and Canada are the same thing.
I mean, my lineage there's Irish, Scottish, and English in it.
So yeah, there you just.
So I can do that, Molly.
Yeah, exactly. Just like Molly's allowed to make fun of Matt's wet hair, Jim otherwise would not be able to do that. Jim can make fun of the Irish, Scottish, and English.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, but guys, our Cover 5 locks for the week. Matt Hamilton did send me his. He's got the Chargers covering a 6.5 point spread against the Giants.
Did nobody talk to Matt about we're doing games that are specific to the Packers?
It's the Giants, though.
Why does it got to be specific to the Packers?
It allows us to talk about like the NFC North teams or get into it. That's what we decided. We're like, hey, we'll try to make this a little bit about the NFC North.
I mean, we can watch how Justin Herbert, one of Jordan Love's peers, performs against a bottom dollar team, like Jordan Love should have against the Giants, against the Browns last week.
Do you want mine or do you want Molly's?
Go
Okay.
ahead.
I will say the Vikings will win and cover versus the Steelers.
Which they are 2.5 point favorites.
Yeah, I think Aaron Rodgers is going to have a very bad day. He is immobile. He's old as hell. And I think Flores is going to make his life a living hell. And Aaron Rodgers really wants a quote-unquote revenge game because I could see Aaron Rodgers after this game being like, looks like they picked the wrong QB or they didn't want me here. I'm looking forward to seeing his face smashed into the dirt.
Okay. And Molly,
well, there's no dirt in Minnesota, but you get the idea.
Hold on. Molly, where's that game being played?
It's in Ireland, so let's not even.
So, yeah,
I want her to say Scotland.
No, let's not even.
You should have said Scotland. Come on.
No, because that would be incorrect. I think Rodgers has played overseas for the last 4 years straight. I swear.
Yeah, it's been.
Because the Jets
what
play
time's
over
that
there.
game at?
That's 8:30
8:30
Central
in the
Time.
morning.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, me too. Football all day.
I hate it.
It just
Oh,
gives
I'm
me an
sorry, you have to
opportunity
get up before 10 a.m.
Well,
I don't have
honestly
to.
wish it was earlier because then the kids wouldn't be up and I could just enjoy the game with some coffee and just sleep. Everyone can sleep in. And
I don't disagree.
It's funny. Jim would really like Premier League soccer, but he probably just hates soccer too much.
I don't hate soccer. It's a little bit like the Dave Matthews. Like soccer fans annoy me, and I don't feel like they're very inclusive. And
That's
so
fair. That's fair.
I don't mind soccer. I like playing FIFA, and when I watch soccer, I'm like, oh, this is entertaining. It's a little bit like hockey. I know more about hockey than I do soccer, but it's more of like, I don't know enough to have like a strong opinion, so I just kind of just enjoy the beauty of the game.
All right, Molly, what game are you going to be enjoying with your Cover 5 lock?
The game I'm most interested in is Cleveland at Detroit. Detroit is 8.5-point favorites in that game. I'm interested in this one, obviously, because the Packers lost to the Browns last week. What was the spread for that game last week?
I think the Packers
7?
finished around 9.5-point favorites.
Jeez.
It moved around a bit throughout the week.
So that one, I think Detroit's going to, I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know if they're going to demolish them. That's where my mind initially went. But now I'm like, that defense, though, if they're getting after Jared Goff, he could have a day, too. But, yeah, I'm interested in that one for the most part.
So you're taking the Lions 10-point favorites?
Yeah.
Lions minus 10, yeah. That's what I was going to go with for mine, so I'll have to pivot as well. In which case...
It's tough to pick some of these games, especially if we want them to be, like, NFC North focused, because they are pretty much all taking on AFC teams this week, I feel like, so it's just a little bit tough.
Which is why I'm choosing to leave the NFC North as well. I am going to the AFC, much like Matt Hamilton did. The Chiefs play the Ravens, 3:25 on CBS. I think that this is a big game for the Ravens, minus 2.5. It's in Arrowhead, but I really, really feel like the Ravens, they might have 2 losses, but I feel like they're a team that's going to finish with like 13, 14 wins. And I think the Chiefs are sliding pretty hard so far this season. I don't see them correcting it yet. So for that reason, I got the Birds covering that spread, guys. So then we just need our group Cover 5 lock of the week, guys. Which one? I guess we could go to the final NFC North game, Bears-Raiders, which is also 3:25. Raiders, 1.5-point favorites in Las Vegas.
No, Chicago is.
Oh,
right?
really?
Chicago, 1.5 at Las Vegas.
It says plus 1.5, though, does it not?
On Cover 5?
Oh, I'm looking at it wrong. Okay, my bad. All right, so then in that case, the Bears are 1.5-point favorites. Which one are we picking?
I'll take the Bears.
I think there's going to be a lot of Bears fans there.
Oh, yeah. It's like they've been able to track it. It will be over. I think it might be 60-40 Bears fans.
I mean, I don't think Vegas has I don't know what their
don't have a great
home base looks like anymore.
Yeah, in Vegas.
But also that
great.
sucks because like everyone wants to go to Vegas for it. It's like, how do you even fill that stadium with fans?
Yeah, I can agree. Chicago.
Yeah, I was going to pick Chicago as well. I think, Jim, how good do you think the Bears are? How many wins are you saying this year?
I had a high hope of 10. I had them in a 7 to 10 range. I feel like their ceiling is 9, but I feel like the most realistic number is 7. They're pretty hurt already on defense, but they got some good news with Jalen Johnson. Will end up being back at some point, and they're very injured, just like the Packers. So after this week, the bye week is actually pretty helpful.
It's funny that they have the same bye week. It's honestly pretty
usually
weird.
The NFC North will have the same bye week.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, Detroit's. I think everyone but one team. I think 3 out of the 4 teams have a bye week this week.
Interesting.
Or the upcoming week. Yeah,
I never realized that.
Those were what?
Those were our Cover 5 locks.
Okay, yep. Those were our Cover 5 locks of the week. And if you're looking to join a Cover 5 contest, join ours today for your chance to win a Jim, Matt, and Molly prize pack. Here's how it works. You make 5 picks against the spread every week, like we just did. You get points depending on how your picks do. You'll get the difference. So if you pick a team that's favored by 3 points and they win by 10, you'll get the difference by 7 points for that pick. The best cumulative score at the end of the season wins a Jim, Matt, and Molly prize pack. All you got to do is download the free Cover 5 app right now, go to Join Leagues, and enter the code JMM25. That's JMM25 on Cover 5. Do you want me to take it to break?
Don't we have something to give away?
Now we got to give away some
I didn't know if you wanted me to do it both ways. Yes, we are giving away a book. Let me tell you a little bit about it. We're giving away a copy of Greeny and Hembo's brand new book, Got Your Legends. It ranks every NFL, NBA, MLB, and NHL franchise and names the Mount Rushmores of legends for each. So right now, you got to call and try to name the 4 all-time legends for the Milwaukee Brewers. The first caller to get all 4 right, wins the signed copy of that book. 844-770-3776. 844-770-3776. Right now, be the first person to name all 4 legends for the Milwaukee Brewers. 844-770-3776. This is Jim at Molly.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly.
It's not like
That'd be fun.
Like not a compound, not even like one big, like a compound where everyone's got their own house. You got your own thing.
It sounded a little creepy.
Yeah,
it's getting a little weird.
But
you have to wear the white robe that's provided for you on the bed.
Actually, what I'm saying is, who's coming with me?
If it's on Jim's dime, I'm good.
Yeah.
Like, I'll wear the white robe. I got it.
On 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
If you're looking for a special piece of jewelry for any occasion, Condon Jewelers is always there for you. Condon Jewelers has the best selection of jewelry you'll ever find and guaranteed to have the lowest prices in the Madison area. Free shipping is always available. Visit CondonJeweler.com or call 241-3406 and ask for Jim, the owner, who's at the store every day. Shop locally. Condon Jewelers, the jeweler on the east side, the jeweler on your side.
At Siding Unlimited, we're really excited for the fall season. Not only are we proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics, we are also fired up for an exciting fall season cheering on football and volleyball. If that's not enough, we're really excited to share with you that Siding Unlimited is Wisconsin's best window and door installation team. Siding Unlimited is a Pella Platinum Premier National Contractor of the Year award winner 5 times. Looking for new windows and doors? Visit us at sidingunlimited.com or stop by our beautiful showroom in Madison.
At Wisconsin Surplus Online Auction, you won't have to worry about your old lawnmower pulling a hamstring. They make buying and selling easy. Wisconsin Surplus Online Auction is simple, reliable, and unlike your fantasy team this football season, they'll actually deliver. Have equipment taking up space? Let them be your surplus solution. You send it in, they list it, people bid, and you actually win. Bid, buy, sell, and score big today at WisconsinSurplus.com. Because winning isn't just for game day. WisconsinSurplus.com.
Looking for the perfect pizza meal just for you? Introducing Pizza Hut's new personal pizzas, the Crafted Flats. 5 bold, hand-stretched personal pizza recipes. 3 cheese, pepperoni duo, the ultimate, and for a limited time, Nashville hot chicken and chicken bacon ranch. All just $5 each, all day. The perfect pizza deal for lunch, dinner, or on game days. Order your $5 Crafted Flats at one of their locations or online at pizzahut.com today. Pizza Hut. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
It's a Saturday night special of Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania. Join me, Hunter Vaughn, and the Dean Dennis Summerow this Saturday at 6:30 on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel as Big 8 rivals, the Middleton Cardinals, host the Verona Wildcats. The winner moves to 4-0 and takes a commanding lead in the Big 8 conference title race. Join me, Hunter Vaughn, and the Dean Dennis Summerow this Saturday night at 6:30 exclusively on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel.
Join the Madison Money Guy, Christian Finfrock, for Retirement Income Strategies, Saturday and Sunday mornings at 7. Get the information you need as you plan for retirement. That's Retirement Income Strategies, Saturday and Sunday mornings at 7. Investment advisory services offered through Retirement Income Strategies, an SEC-registered investment advisor.
Hey, it's Isaac Miller, junior defensive end in high school. 14 Division I offers. Yep, 1-4. Wisconsin, Michigan, Florida, Miami, you name it. Everyone's asking, where's Isaac going? Well, I'll tell you this. It's going to be big, it's going to be loud, and it's going to be legendary. But first, I'm hitting the weight room in my Iron Jock gear. Because no matter what logo I wear next, Iron Jock is how I get there. Stay tuned and go to ironjock.com. That's ironjoc.com.
Make the best seat in the house yours. Carbless delivers the handcrafted cocktail experience right to your living room. Bold flavor, no carbs, no sugar, just 100 calories, and all the taste with none of the extra baggage. From kickoff to the final play, Carbless is your game day go-to. Hosting friends, watching with family, or celebrating every big drive, Carbless keeps the good times pouring. So when the game's on the line, make the winning call. Skip the mixing, grab the bliss, and make every seat the best seat in the house. Find Carbless near you at drinkcarbless.com.
Call Wisconsin's own Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
On the air, on demand, on social, on Wisconsin Sports. Serving Wisconsin sports fans. This is 100.5 ESPN.
Hey, it's Jesse Nelson. Join us for the broadcast of Wisconsin Badgers volleyball coming up later today, exclusively streaming on the ESPN Wisconsin app. Brought to you by Love Madison Volleyball.
She didn't beg, or not enough. She didn't stay when things got tough. I told a lie, she got mad. She wasn't there when things got bad. I never ever saw the northern lights.
Valley continues live from the Everlight Solar Studio. I'm Jim Rutledge alongside Molly Brown. Primetime Laura Shine behind the glass. Get into the show 844-770-3776. That's Carbos Talk text line. This is more. It is a Friday, which means we are going to play Molly's game.
Hi. I am looking for Molly. I've been searching everywhere and I can't seem to find Molly.
This is Molly's Game, hosted by America's favorite bookie, Molly Brown.
And as always, Molly's Game is brought to you by Potawatomi Casino Hotel in Milwaukee. And Brewers fans, there's still a few Brewers games left to go to. So if you want to hit Potawatomi Sportsbook before a home game, but you need a ride home or a ride to the game, hit 2 balls with 1 bat by hitching a ride on the Potawatomi Game Day Shuttle. Make any purchase in the sportsbook or same-day sports to get a wristband and seat on the shuttle. Shuttles begin approximately 1 hour before first pitch. Return shuttles run nonstop for 1 hour after the game. For more, visit Potawatomi.com. Bet above the rest. So, guys, let's get into this week. First up, we just talked about this game. Vikings-Steelers. I want to know, which quarterback do you think is going to have more passing yards? Carson Wentz or Aaron Rodgers? Jim?
Ooh. Man. I am going to go Aaron Rodgers. Because Carson had less than 200 last game. I think they're going to try to keep the ball out of his hands. I don't think either one of these guys is going to have a massive game, but I feel like the Vikings will lean on the run game more. So I'm going to go Aaron Rodgers there.
Ryan?
Do you think there's something to the fact that Kevin O'Connell can just do reclamation projects with redheaded quarterbacks?
I knew you were going to bring this up.
He's amazing at it. Sam Darnold I think he's a twinge of a redhead, right?
He's a redhead.
And then, honestly, I think Kirk Cousins has some ginger in that hair. Just a little bit. Like a little auburn, like a little like burnt auburn, like very Georgia-y, very southern. But anyways.
He's got white, a little bit. White with blondish, brownish, reddish hair. Not really red, but sure.
Red being the key word there, as he's a Vikings quarterback under Kevin O'Connell.
Sure.
But I would say that for that reason, I'm going with Carson Wentz. He's the next in the long line of successful redheads in Minnesota.
That sounds like great logic. Next one here, guys, and I will get Matt Hamilton's picks here too. I just haven't texted him yet. Ravens Chiefs. You just talked about this one as well. I just want to know, who do you have for that one, Ryan?
Well, I got the Ravens as I predicted. I think the Ravens are going to end up being a 13-14 win team. They already have 2 losses, but
okay, but whoever loses this game is 1-3.
Yeah.
Like, that's what's crazy for both of these
And that's
teams.
why I think the Chiefs are a wild card team this year. I think they are 10-7, probably 10-7. I think they still get into the playoffs, but they'll be on the line, I think.
I agree with all that. They kind of need to win this one. Xavier Worthy's back, and the Ravens defense hasn't been good. Pains me to say that. With a friend of show, Chris Orr's brother, being a defensive coordinator.
They've also played some really good offenses.
They have.
But also, they've just like epically collapsed in multiple games.
And Patrick Mahomes.
That is a Ravens thing, yeah.
Is still very much a premier elite quarterback.
For sure.
So I think the Chiefs are going to win this by hook or by crook. Like, it's not going to be, it's just going to be something weird, but they're going to pull it out.
Chiefs win.
All right.
Last one here, guys. The Iowa Hawkeyes take on the Indiana Hoosiers at Kinnick Stadium. Over under 48.5 total points. Jim?
Oh, I'm going under on that. I think the way Iowa plays could lend itself to the under. I don't think Indiana's going to want to make a statement about Iowa like they did against Bielema.
Why not?
They don't. Bielema, or I don't know if Iowa hung 83 on Indiana.
Did Illinois at one point?
Brett Bielema did.
Well, Brett Bielema with Wisconsin is what you're saying.
Yes. So I think that was very much a middle finger to Brett Bielema, which I'm always for. I would say this time around.
Self-defecating.
Right, but hold on. Brett Bielema did attend Iowa, so maybe the revenge extends that far.
I would say that, I do think they're going to win handily. I just don't think Iowa's going to score a lot of points, and I think the way they play will kind of just blunt the game out a little bit, but I think Indiana's going to win easily.
I'll go over. I do think it's going to be a big Indiana win again. I would just give enough to garbage time stats for Iowa where they could get a little bit better than Illinois did. Illinois really kind of collapsed in that game too. But I still think that I do think Indiana ends up putting like 35, 38 points up.
Sheesh.
Indiana looks like the real deal. Like last year they were like playing a cupcake schedule. This year it's
their quarterback. I don't know what he is going to be like as a pro.
He's seen as like a potential first round pick.
As far, really? I just listened to a podcast. more third round could play his way. Because right now their offense is the thing that's holding them back. Because it's very much short passes. He hasn't had to show off his arm. He'll probably, I would agree that once the draft process starts, he'll continue to climb up the board. But right now, the knock on him is that it's very much a system offense.
The college quarterback, the scouting process is very hit or miss nowadays. I mean, Cam Ward coming into last year, I think he was like 4th round grade coming in. Now,
Jayden Daniels was 6th or 7th round going into his final year at LSU.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying Fernando Mendoza is one of those guys, but I think Indiana's for real.
They will climb. You're right. Yeah. And I agree with you. He's a for real college quarterback without a doubt. He is slinging it.
Isn't it great the fact that we don't have to watch a Wisconsin Badgers football game this Saturday?
Yep.
Yeah, can I ask just a poll question we can throw out?
Yes.
Will this weekend, the bye weekend, be the best weekend of Badger football this year?
For the rest of this year? They have another bye, though.
Oh, they do?
I think they have
2
one more
buys.
bye.
Oh, okay.
They do later November.
But this
I think it's
this bye will be better because it's
after what just happened.
Still early in the season.
And the weather's
actually,
nicer.
I thought this was funny from the Adam Madison earlier. He said we should celebrate Badgers football today. This is the most likely the last weekend of the season that they won't lose. Savage.
It's probably true.
None of us can disagree.
It's hard. It's pretty hard to argue with that logic.
Brutal. Well, there's a lot of good games, though, to enjoy this weekend.
It's an awesome slate.
Yeah. Oregon, Penn State.
Oregon, Penn State is the night game for the Big Ten. It's also Georgia, Alabama in the night slate. Then Ole Miss, LSU. The Lane Kiffin Bowl. Whew.
That is fun.
Talk about
And Lane Kiffin's daughter's dating someone from LSU.
Oh,
linebacker from LSU.
She's dating the defensive captain. Did you see what?
I didn't realize he was.
Did you see what Lane Kiffin tweeted out about that?
No.
So his daughter put out a photo of her and her new boyfriend. Whit Weeks is the name of
They hard launched this week.
Exactly. I think that's what happened. And she posted it earlier this week on Twitter. Mm-hmm. And Lane Kiffin saw that, just quote tweeted it and said, "Take the over" in the game.
Yeah, that was pretty good. I didn't know he was like witty like that.
Oh, he is.
I love Lane, who coached FAU for a few years.
Johnny Freshwater? Come on.
Best years of FAU's short-lived college. I mean, it's still going on, but they haven't been around that long.
Do you know what his alias was at FAU?
No.
You never heard about that story?
No.
What? Well, because he used to go to the bar all the time when he was the head coach at FAU.
Yeah.
And he wanted to go there like without people knowing he's the head coach of the Owls.
Mm-hmm.
So he would go and he would tell people at the bar his alias was Johnny Freshwater.
Love it. That's fantastic. Sounds like a character in a book.
Yes. In a children's book.
Or like I'm reading Carl Hyacin, and he wrote Bad Monkey, and he wrote Striptease, and he's written a few others, but he writes a lot of books that take place in South Florida, so it sounds like a private detective.
Yeah.
Johnny Freshwater. Molly, tell us about Potawatomi.
I already did tell you about Potawatomi.
All right, it's Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly.
So now they're basically saying you can have an elite defender, like edge rusher and quarterback tackler, but without the elite quarterback, it's not enough to.
Quarterback tackler?
Yeah.
What is wrong with you?
That's what Micah Parsons is. He's not a run stop guy.
Jordan Love is a ball thrower. What are we saying?
He is. That is facts.
It's word salad.
Oh my gosh, I'm embarrassed.
On 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
Imagine the peace of mind knowing your home or business is safe 24/7. I'm Jeffrey Beckman, president of J&K Security Solutions, and we provide security you can trust. Serving Madison and southern Wisconsin, J&K Security Solutions offers state-of-the-art home and business security systems tailored to your needs. From video surveillance to home and business automation, to find out how J&K Security can help secure what matters most in your life, visit jksecurity.com.
Hey, Matt Hamilton here to tell you about the delicious Odyssey Brands, a family-owned company crafting award-winning cheese right here in Wisconsin for over 4 generations. Made with locally sourced milk, Odyssey brings bold Greek-style flavors straight to your table. From savory, crumbly feta to rich and creamy Greek yogurt, every bite is a taste of tradition and quality. You can find Odyssey products at most major retailers nationwide and online. Odyssey, crafted in Wisconsin, loved everywhere, dairy done right.
To help those who want to be helped, but may not be able to afford it.
That's what PGA Tour winner Grayson Murray had envisioned for a foundation before he sadly took his own life at just 30 years old. His parents channeled their grief into creating the Grayson Murray Foundation, carrying out his vision to help those struggling with mental health and addiction. To donate and learn more, Visit GraysonMurrayFoundation.com.
It's kickoff time at Metro Ford of Madison, and we're bringing the heat with unbeatable truck deals. Get the 2025 F-150 Lightning with 0% APR for 72 months, $13.89 per $1,000 borrowed, or tackle any job with the 2024 F-150 or F-150 XLT, now at 2.9 APR for 66 months, $16.41 per $1,000 borrowed. These offers end September 30th, so don't fumble your chance to save. Visit MetroFordofMadison.com and score your next truck today.
I was really anxious about college and felt overwhelmed at choosing one, but I'm so glad I didn't let that stop me. One tour of Madison College campus was all it took. The campus environment is amazing, so welcoming and friendly, and everyone is really supportive. My advice? See this campus for yourself. There's more to your story at Madison College.
Visit madisoncollege.edu to get started.
The people have spoken, and the results are undeniable. Ridgetop Exteriors has added to our dozens of awards by sweeping a recent People's Choice Awards, taking home Best Roofing, Best Siding, Best Windows, and Best Overall Home Improvement Company. That's not just winning, that's setting the standard. Bo here with Ridgetop Exteriors. At Ridgetop Exteriors, we deliver with expert craftsmanship, top quality materials, and customer service that keeps area homeowners coming back project after project.
Oh, the guys from Ridgetop Exteriors are here.
The message is loud and clear. You want the best, you call Ridgetop. 4 categories, 4 wins, 1 name. Ridgetop Exteriors, the undisputed champion and your only choice for home exteriors. Visit ridgetopexteriors.com to experience the difference today. That's ridgetopexteriors.com, your People's Choice Award winners.
Ridgetop Exteriors is the place for you.
You hear that? That's the sound of Pepsi Zero Sugar, the better tasting, more refreshing Zero Sugar Cola. Listen to that endless pour. Pure refreshment. If it sounds this good, just imagine how it tastes. Oh yeah, so good. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Let your taste decide.
Welcome back to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealership.
Phish Friday continues on Jim, Matt, and Molly. We are presented by Coors Light. Jim Rutledge, Molly Brown, Primetime Laura Shine behind the glass. Carbon World Health. They have 2 locations, one in Sun Prairie, one in Madison. You can work out at the one in Madison. They have cryotherapy and red light therapy at the one in Madison as well. You can ask them about GLP-1s, and you can ask them about hormone replacement treatment, all at Carbon World Health. Honestly, the best path for a healthier version of you at Carbon World Health. Go to carbonworldhealth.com to learn more. Let's go pole dancing.
We asked, and you answered.
What?
Coming to the stage, it's pole dancing on Jim, Matt, and Molly.
Hey now.
Presented by Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealership.
All right, guys, you know every week that we go pole dancing, I have to call in the expert for this one, guys. So, Riley, the Elkster, why don't you go ahead and take it away? Read some poll questions for us this week across ESPN Wisconsin, and we'll give our answers.
Good afternoon, Jim, Matt, and Molly. And Ryan, it is time to go pole dancing. I'm currently at American Family Field as you play this game, so hopefully cheer the Brewers to a win. Our first poll question, however, is about the Green Bay Packers from Kyle Brust and Nortman. Has hashtag Packers QB Jordan Love been elite, great, good, or average this season? Elite, 2.8%. Great, 29.3%. Good at 57.9%. Or average at 15.4%.
Guys, how would you answer in that poll question? Jim, why don't we start with you?
I'd go with good. He shows flashes of great, but he also shows flashes of average. So I would say over the course of a season, that puts him at good.
Molly?
I would agree. I feel like he's had some good throws, some elite throws, but he's also had some bad moments as well and some bad decisions. So I'll say good.
Okay. Honestly, I would honestly stray more towards average. Like it feels like he is just slightly above average right now, which I don't know if I consider that the same as good.
Where does he actually rank in terms of quarterbacks like right now?
So when we were looking at the EPA stats on our digital-only show on Wednesday, the EPA being expected points added by a quarterback, per pass he ranks 10th so far this season, which feels just about right.
Yep.
It's kind of where we've always said he's slotted, and that's where I think everyone agrees that he is kind of in that 10 to 12 range among quarterbacks.
His QBR on ESPN is 65.8, which ranks him at 10th.
Every stat I feel like is just going to be like 10th, 9th, 11th, right in that range.
Interesting.
All right. All right, Youngster, take it away with our next one.
On the poll question number 2 from Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Do you think it was an overreaction to consider the Green Bay Packers Super Bowl contenders after just 2 weeks? Yes, at 60%. No, at 40%.
Molly, I'll start with you on this one.
I want to say... Wait, what? Repeat the question.
Was it too quick? Was it an overreaction to say the Packers were Super Bowl contenders after week 2?
It's tough because I want to say no because their defense looks so good and it's been so long since we've seen a defense that's that capable. However, I will say yes, and I was not in that group of people saying that they were Super Bowl contenders, Super Bowl, I don't know, basically crowning them already through 2 weeks because I feel like there's still so much of the season left to go.
Jim?
Yeah, just on principle, I'll say, it was too early because I think at a bare minimum you go through the quarter poll. I know it's a little different now, but coaches still mark everything 4 games at a time. And at this point, the Packers or any team has not played even a quarter's worth of the season. And so I think after this first quarter poll here, after their game against Dallas, where I expect them to be 3-1, then you can start having those conversations. But if Detroit's 3-1 and there's other teams, Seattle looks really good, Philadelphia. So the Packers are going to be in that Super Bowl contention window, but right now they're clearly behind Philadelphia.
But couldn't they still be Super Bowl contenders even if they're behind Philly? Because if they're one of the top 3 teams in the conference, you would say that's a Super Bowl contender.
Yes.
Do you think they are one of the top 3 teams in the conference?
I think they're in competition to be one of the top 3 teams.
Do you think they're still in competition with the Lions?
I think the Lions are still on the board.
Lions,
there.
Rams, Eagles are the first 3 that come to my mind.
And I think Seattle. Their defense is really good.
Seattle.
Aren't they 3-1 now?
They're 3-1, but
they almost blew a 17-6 lead against Cardinals, and the Cardinals do not look good.
Yeah, I think Seattle's pretty good. I think they're a little bereft of offensive weapons, and Sam Darnold's been pretty solid so far, but I don't think he's having the Vikings season that he had last year.
Okay,
it's because as a redheaded quarterback, he's no longer with Kevin O'Connell.
He needs KOC.
Yep,
the redheaded quarterback whisperer. All right, Riley, next poll question.
Now on to question 3 from Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. Who do you trust more, Jordan Love or Matt LaFleur? Jordan Love, 30.9%. Matt LaFleur, 69.1%. Don't know if I would have expected that.
69.
69?
I like that number.
Jim?
So who I trust more, Matt LaFleur or Jordan Love?
Yep.
Yeah.
Matt LaFleur.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What does Riley mean? He doesn't know if you would expect that.
I don't.
Maybe he meant the 69.
Yeah, maybe he just meant the exact
69.
number.
Maybe.
Like that number.
Which I'll be honest, I might have picked that poll question for that very reason.
You did pick it for that very reason, because it's a very easy poll question. There's no discussion here. It's why would you trust Jordan Love more than Matt LaFleur?
I can't disagree.
Because Matt LaFleur takes the blame for everything and pretends like every single mess up that the Packers do is because of him?
Yeah, sure. I guess the only reason you wouldn't trust him is if you believe him in his statement that it was a bad play call, that final interception against the Browns. But I don't think any of us would agree with him on that. But final poll question, guys. Riley, take it away.
Now last, but certainly not least, this actually is probably my favorite poll question of the bunch. From Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Pancakes, more of a butter vessel or syrup vessel? I'm a butter guy myself. However, it's only sitting at 27.5%, while as syrup has 72.5%. I'll see if I can get some Murph's Pocket pancakes while in Milwaukee tonight. Have a great rest of the show.
So the reference and the reason for that is because they were doing a pocket pancake giveaway at AmFam Field this morning in the Euchre lots. That's where Jen, Gabe, and Chew were broadcasting from this morning as well. So that's why they asked the question. But Molly, for you, are you more of a butter vessel or syrup vessel when it comes to your pancakes?
See, so I don't get this because I put both on my pancakes.
Yep.
Because you got to moisturize the pancake.
But I guess which one's more important to you?
Syrup.
Syrup.
Yeah. Otherwise, you're just eating a pancake with butter. I'll eat a piece of toast with butter instead, if that's what I'm looking for.
I'm not a big pancake person.
Neither am I.
And syrup.
It ruins your appetite for the rest of the day because it's like sugar.
Yes.
Yep. Eating that for breakfast is so crazy.
But at the same time, it's not filling.
No, not at all. It's air.
But at the same time, when I eat it, I can my girls, because it's sugar, and they out eat me on pancakes because I can have 2 at the most, but usually 1 because I'm not really hungry in the morning, and they're so sugary and everything. So honestly, if I do pancakes, a lot of times I'll just put peanut butter on it.
Oh, I love a pancake with peanut butter. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Or if you ever make pumpkin protein pancakes, so good.
Well,
then you don't feel as bad.
Pumpkin protein.
That sounds good, yeah.
Then you don't feel as bad about it.
We do, shout out to the folks at Kodiak, we do mix in some of the Kodiak with our pancakes.
There you go.
That does sound really
good. For
good.
the kids, you can't go full Kodiak because it's a little too thick, a little too proteiny, but if you mix it in with some Bisquick and Kodiak, you get a nice, palatable pancake for the kids.
You cut it correctly? Jim got that training down in Florida?
Yep, I know how to cut those pancakes.
The batter. The batter in the mix.
Yes.
Are you more of a butter or syrup guy, Ryan?
I'm just not a pancake guy, I'll be honest. Like Jim said, if pancakes are on the menu for breakfast, I almost always just disregard. I just go I'm more of the savory guy for breakfast.
Yeah, honestly, if I was going to have pancakes at any point, it would be more like a brunch or I'll do pancakes for breakfast. And I'm still probably not going to.
You mean pancakes for dinner?
Dinner, sorry. But it would be more like out at a restaurant.
Yeah, I get that.
But again, very rarely am I going to do it.
I would only do it if it's really, really good, like chocolate chip pancakes. With
See, I don't like chocolate chip pancakes. I'm more like just
blueberry?
I love a blueberry pancake, yeah.
See, I would go with, if I'm going to do it, it would be if they give you too many, though, because there's nothing to them and they're very inexpensive. Mm-hmm. So even buying pancakes out is insane. But if I'm going to buy one out, I want something in it.
Yeah. But also, when it's honestly the best, and we're all saying that we're not pancake people, but it's the best when you go to a breakfast place and you if there is pancakes that you have and they just melt in your mouth. Oh my God, they're so good.
When it's a true buttermilk pancake, that is elite.
Yeah.
I don't make those at home on Saturdays.
But it's perfectly one on the side. Sometimes you'd be like, do you want toast or a pancake? Take a pancake, take a couple bites and then leave it. That's not my main meal. I could do that too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But again, I can't do it. I can't have it early. I would have to be so out for breakfast would work because then you're going out at 10 o'clock or whatever. Then I'm probably properly hungry.
I think the best time to have pancakes is late at night down on State Street.
Can I just say what an old man I've become? That honestly, my breakfast most of the time is a protein yogurt.
I was 20 say oatmeal.
That's not old man. That's just responsible adult.
Again, back to Kodiak. They have Kodiak at Costco. They sell, and we bought extra because it's the best kind. That they sell Kodiak oatmeal at Costco.
And, yeah.
And we buy it because they only sell it for a little bit, so we bought a couple boxes of it because we like it so much. So I'll have that, but not now. It's too
warm
hot.
Out.
Yeah, I won't have.
So you got to get the yogurt.
I don't want oatmeal when it's hot.
I had oatmeal this morning.
So right now, this time of year, it's yogurt for me.
Do you like your oatmeal liquidy or thick?
Come on.
Also,
that was the worst possible time for that sound.
That was my throat. It
Jim, why don't you take us to break?
All right. This is Jim Matt Molly, presented by Coors Light.
This is Martin Sensaker from Norway. You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Holly on 100.5 ESPN Madison.
Hey, it's Molly Brown from Jim, Matt, and Molly. I've been drinking ZOA Energy for a while now, and I absolutely love it. ZOA is my go-to beverage when I need a boost without the crash that comes with other energy drinks. It's packed with natural ingredients like vitamin B and C, electrolytes, and has zero sugar. It fuels my workouts and busy days. I recently had twins, and I have a toddler, so I need all of the energy I can get. Head over to ZOAEnergy.com to find the location nearest to you to pick up some ZOA for yourself. ZOA Energy for balance and drive.
From color-changing alexandrite to shimmering zircon and everything in between at Chalmers Jewelers, you'll find high-quality, affordable, one-of-a-kind pieces. We source straight from the gem cutters and we manufacture in-house from start to finish. As the manufacturer, we believe in truth in pricing. Never pay more for quality and stunning, beautiful jewelry. She's one of a kind, and so should her jewelry be. While others may send your jewelry dreams to someone else to make, with us, Your dreams become reality with the help of our custom jewelers, with you involved the whole way. With a staff that has over 200 years of combined experience, why buy from a place that marks up jewelry made by the thousands? When you can buy direct from Chalmers for that one-of-a-kind piece that is better quality, often for less.
Chalmers Jewelers in Middleton
And Madison.
Greg Scalzo here for Buck & Honey's. This fall, Buck & Honey's is celebrating their 15-year anniversary with 15 days of giveaways. From October 6th through the 20th, they're giving away a huge prize to one lucky winner every single day. Buck & Honey's is beyond grateful for their loyal guests and the amazing team who've supported them over the years, and it's time to give back. Enter at any of their locations in Sun Prairie, Monona, Wanakee, or Mount Horeb, and follow them on social media for more ways to sign up. I'll see you at Buck & Honey's.
Want to join the fastest growing home solar company in the nation and work in the fastest growing industry in the world? Everlight Solar has open positions in the Madison area and in their newly open Milwaukee location. As Wisconsin's largest home solar company, Everlight Solar offers great opportunities to gain new skills and advance your career. Don't miss the chance to join the Everlight Solar team. Visit everlightsolar.com to apply today. Save money, save the planet, and start with Everlight Solar.
Immediate live show streaming. A homepage customized just for you. The brand new ESPN Wisconsin app. Your state, your teams, your ESPN.
If you're just doing this because you're starting to not believe the Packers are going to bring in a number one wide receiver.
The ESPN Wisconsin app. Everything in the palm of your hand.
Who are the top guys?
And Dobbs.
That is the problem.
No, I totally
That is the
agree.
problem. You have never called Xavier McKinney the wrong name.
Available in the Apple and Android App Store. Download the ESPN Wisconsin app today.
Your family's safety is your responsibility, and it starts with a solid roof. When the next storm rips through and takes some of your shingles with it, call Badgerland Exteriors. Or looking to replace your whole roof but don't want to break the bank? Let the team at Badgerland Exteriors give you a free, no obligations estimate.
AJ with Badgerland Exteriors here. Contracting made easy is more than a tagline. It's how we run our family business. Visit badgerlandexteriors.com to get started on your next project. That's badgerlandexteriors.com.
It takes a team to meet just about any goal, and that's as true on the football field as it is in the office. So it's good to know that you have the Gordon Flesch Company on your side. For more than 60 years, GFC has provided cutting-edge office technology for companies of all sizes, and as the nation's largest Canon dealer, GFC delivers the latest office technology, service, and is supported by the most experienced professionals in the industry. That's business technology managed. Visit gflesh.com to learn more.
This is Martin Sesaker from Norway. You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Holly on 100.5 ESPN Madison.
They dance above me as I sing. I see them through a crystal haze.
Simden Chevy in Mount Horeb, only minutes away from a better buying experience at Simden Chevy in Mount Horeb. Go see Aaron and Tyler and the whole crew out at Simden Chevy in Mount Horeb. Actually, Ryan, Molly has a funny little thing here. So we have first. I actually want to get this out first, though.
Is it related to how last segment ended?
How did last segment end?
Oh, I don't know. You tell me.
It's not related to how.
What did we talk about?
Molly's goldfish here.
Oh, come on.
I actually don't remember.
Yeah,
I got in your ear and said something, but I don't remember anything else.
Your mouth noises.
Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. I apologize.
It was.
I don't know. That actually happens all the time, so I'm surprised that that's the first time that's happened on the mic.
So what is the funny thing before we get out of here, Jim?
Right. Well, first, the Brewers take on the Reds. First pitch 7:10, pregame at 6:34. Badger Volleyball on the ESPN Wisconsin app. Exclusively, and go to the ESPN Madison 2 tab on the ESPN Wisconsin app to listen to that. Molly thinks it's funny that you have country music behind my
Simden Chevy commercial.
It made sense because it was summer vibes, camping,
Gotcha.
taking the big blue truck. Yeah.
Howdy, folks. Jim Rutledge. You're looking for your Silverado.
Jim Rutledge here.
Head on out to Simden Chevy in Mount Horeb. Giddy on up. This has been Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
Jim Rutledge. That sounded really silly.
At J&K Security Solutions, protecting